Good evening, everybody. This is CmdrAleon. You're watching Encounters Ashtar Command Q&A. Ashtar Command Q&A tonight. This is a special night, and I do know what's happening. I have been aware all day or this afternoon of what's going on. I'm very aware. And we're going to try to invite April to come on. So I just sent her a message. Good morning, good evening. It's almost 11 o'clock. This is going to be a way different show than I thought it would be. As soon as I found out what's happening, I messaged TikTok. I'll get into it in a little bit. Tahar, high vibes, thank you. So right now, at the moment, TikTok is not telling me how many people are on here. It looks like there's a delayed response or something. Good to have everybody with us. I'm going to need everybody who's not knowing about this to do something tonight. Oh, there it is, 75 people. So tonight we're going to do some mission work. We're going to do some mission work here. All right? So April was reported by some people, probably trolls or something, or government people or whoever. Who knows? No, Ashtar is not under galactic violation. Who's under violation of the Zeta and the reptilians who've been for 70 years abducting people. They're under the violation of universal law. The Ashtar Command is under no violation. I am with the Ashtar Command. I appreciate the question, but there's no violation. I don't know where you're getting that information from. So let's start there. So I am amped up tonight. I'm glad to have everybody coming in here. And again, I've been watching. I didn't get to listen to all the new video messages from April from Friends with Fairies, but we need to get her back on. So the first thing we're going to do here, Ashtar Command in action, and being the commander that I am with the Ashtar Command, we're going to get her back on tonight. We're definitely going to do it. This is the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. Now my cat's going crazy asking questions. I didn't realize she's mowing. As soon as I go live, she has to mow. So we're not doing any stories tonight. This is a special night strictly for Ashtar Command stuff. Yes, she was banned again. I need everybody to message TikTok to unban her tonight. I need everybody to go to your TikTok under the support area and just say that none of the things are working, and just go to the point where you can send a message to TikTok to unban her. We need every single person to do that tonight. Now, I didn't think I had to start my show this way, but again, she's banned to the 14th of September of this month, and that doesn't sit well with me as a producer. April is Friends with Fairies 1111. She's been on the ship over 70 different times, and I'm part of a group of 4 other people that are going off planet soon, probably between this year, well, how about more like next year? We don't know. Somebody out there, people on TikTok get kind of weird. It could be a religious person. Who knows what it was? Okay. No, I didn't get to listen to all the videos. She has posted 3 new videos, but more than importantly tonight, I need every single person of light to go to Friends with Fairies, and I need you to go to also her to get them to unban her original account. to unban her original account, Friends with Furries 1111. So I'm a proponent of letting her get on her original account, but you have to go to your TikTok settings, go to help, support, and send a message to TikTok telling them to unban her. She's done nothing wrong. She didn't violate any rules. Somebody, like I said, just like when I had gone banned at one time for that one night, I appealed it. I told them I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a producer, and I got unbanned. If everybody sends them a message, there'll be somebody who'll receive it on the human end of it on TikTok, and they need to unban her. She's done nothing wrong. Right, you can support her under the alternate email, alternate TikTok name, but go also to the original TikTok, the Friends with Furries 1111. You need to message TikTok and tell them to unban her. That's Friends with Furries 1111. Her new account is 222, but I want to get her unbanned on her original account. Her original account is where I want to get her unbanned. So you need to also do that tonight. You need to contact TikTok on your settings page. Yes, she appealed it, but you also need to also show them that she has a strong support of people out there that support her appeal. So she appealed it. They know she's got an appeal, but if they hear from hundreds of people, they will unban her. This is what love is in action's about. This is what it now is about. This is about being on earth as light workers and doing the walk, and not just talking the talk. It's all of us doing the walk. So I sent my appeal a couple hours ago to TikTok to unban her. Wait a minute. Hold on, how'd that happen? TikTok, stop. TikTok just went on by itself. I don't want to do that. That's weird. You just unplug it. Plug it so she can do that. I unplugged her. Let's see, what do you want? Okay. So I'm back. I have to just deal with my cat. So again, if you're not updated on what's happening here, like I said, I didn't plan to start it this way, but I'm going to do this in a very professional manner because I'm a talk show host. I want everybody to message TikTok and tell them to reinstate Friends with Furries' original TikTok account, which is Friends with Furries 2020. I'm sorry, Friends with Furries 1111. Original account is 1111. So go to your settings, go to support, and send them a message that you know that she appealed to be unbanned. Everybody has to get out there and send a message to them tonight. Because I know that there's some important things happening that we need to know about. I did listen to one of the videos where there's some very important messages for the people of this planet. And we're going to try to get her on here if we can get her unbanned tonight. It's really important. It's 11:02. We have like 93 people on here right now. I know that the numbers are going to increase. And yes, definitely follow her on both accounts. If you're not following her at all, follow her on both accounts. The alternate account. I know she has a new TikTok account, but that's fine. I need everybody to go to their settings to support and send a message to TikTok to unban her original account, which is Friends with Furries 1111. Right, that means she can't come on the show, and I know she probably has information the command wants to have her share on the show tonight, and she can't come on because she's banned right now until the 14th. So that needs to be stopped. That needs to be changed. You know? Yeah, she has, I don't know how many followers she has on that, but I'm going to try to get her on here. a new account. Yeah, on the new account, if she has 200, well, if she has over 50 followers, she can come on. So I need to see if she can probably watch me on here. If she comes in live, on my live, I will try to get her on here. We need to get her on here. So let me see. I'm just checking. Yeah, the 1111, nothing's happening there. We'll see what happens here. Whoops. And we'll definitely get into questions and answers about the Ashtar command, but I know that there's so many things going on now off planet. There's so many, I need to really have a focus here. I mean, I really have to have a focus here. Yeah, she has very important information that we need to get out here on the program tonight. We're going to do our best to do what we can. I think our off-planet brothers and sisters, our command is getting ready to do something very important. And I think the information is important that we share with the people of Earth. And we're going to somehow get that information to you. And there might be people that you know that are not ready, but ready or not, here it comes, right? Ready or not, here it comes. There's definitely going to be, and again, when she is able to come on, we're going to get some direct information right from the horse's mouth, being she's been on the ship I think it was the last 2 nights she talked about in the video, and I want that information. I don't want to try to get information anywhere else but from her directly. Yeah, so we're going to see what, so I'm not doing any interviews tonight. I'm going to do those Sunday night. So Sunday night we'll go into regular mode. Tonight I'm totally in Ashtar command mode. But I'm not doing that tonight. This is a special focus on Ashtar command night. Sunday through Friday, I make it for everything. Good to see you, April. Everybody else coming in here, bear with me. Okay. And really focus for those that need an update here. There's going to be, there's a lot of stuff going on off planet. And, a temporary ban was put on April, Friends with Furries 1111, till the 14th of the month. They cannot interfere with that. I don't think there's any, that's not something they can interfere with unless they, in that specific case, we're here to help her. We, of all the people around the planet, can help her, even new people. Just go to go to your TikTok settings and also tell TikTok to unban her account. But her original account is Friendship with Fairies 1111. That is April, our friend April in Vermont. So I need everybody to do that. And I think there's always somebody at TikTok monitoring TikTok. I'm sure there is in the US or somewhere. Once they get your total messaging from hundreds of people, and she's already peeled it, I think she'll be able to come on. We did this one other time when it happened, and we got her back on. So I need everybody's involvement. This is what I do on my show, like this on Saturday nights. I would do it on any other night if it happened to anybody. If you've done nothing wrong and you're doing good things, because it just happens that it could be government, it could be undercover agents. I'm not going to speculate because we're telling the truth here, because she's telling the truth. Hey, look, there are people out there that don't want people to know what's going on, what's going to happen to the planet. They don't want to know about the spaceships that are coming to our planet from the beings of light. Oh yeah, they do. I'll show them the email. Hey Ashley, good to see you. Yeah, she will. Yeah, she'll win the appeal. I don't know when she appealed it, but I do know they care because they emailed me the last time they did it to her. TikTok emailed me and said she had to appeal. So they do have people that respond. They do care. Hey, Ashley, good to see you. We just all have to be supportive. I know we are, but I'm proactive this way, So even though she's appealed it and she probably can win, if you have, the numbers make a difference. If they see other people that watch her or supporting her and that she should not be banned, every voice counts, especially with this, every voice counts. But I understand what Ashley's saying. But I'm always this proactive light worker. I just believe we have to do things like this. Even if a person appeals something, we all have to take action on behalf of that person. And we would do that for each other because that's what we do, right? That's what we do. So the way you send a message, RN nurse, is you go in your settings, you go to the help setting where it says help and support, and you can choose suggestions and say, well, that didn't work. And then all you do is that at that point you have a box, you send your message and say, Friends with Fairies 1111 has done nothing wrong. You need to reinstate her account ASAP, something like that, or put it into your own words. And then just mention friendship with Fairies 1111. She needs to be reinstated, and people can write beautiful letters or a note. And it's on your settings. You go down to the support page, and then you choose on the help and support. You go to suggestions, which is what I did, and then you have a box, and you put in your message to TikTok. Once they get the messaging from everybody, they'll start saying, "Oh, where are all these people sending us messages?" They do respond if there's more than 20 or 30 messages. They're going to start looking at it. I guarantee it. So you're watching Ashtar Command Q&A. We're going to get into things here. And from time to time tonight, I'll remind people to do this. This is not the way I intended to start the show. But I am not going to let this happen to somebody who's got good information, who's a beautiful being of light. And I'm not going to let it happen. It's Friendship with Fairies, like fairies. Friendship with Fairies, like fairies that, have wings. It's Friendship with Fairies 1111. And if you're not sure how to do this, please ask me in comments. I will guide you on how to do this. Okay, Starfire, definitely. And we are very aware that things have been amped up. I know in the last few weeks, people have had a lot of things coming up to surface. Yeah, it's French. Yeah, there you go, Ashley. Thank you. Yes, that's correct. You want to do both. Definitely do both. But her original account, we want to get it unbanned. You definitely want to get it unbanned. That's the first thing, first and foremost. And also join her new account. It's still Friendship with Fairies. Join her new account too, 2222. So join that account. If she has over 50 on that account, I think she can come on live tonight. If she gets over 50, yeah, definitely. That's great. Definitely follow on both accounts and also send a message for the 1111. Hey, thank you, Honey McReynolds. Send her a message, not her message, send TikTok a message. So she has over 50 on the other account. I can get her on audio here. I can get her on audio tonight. So I'm hoping she's watching or she'll turn on her TikTok and I can get her on here. If I get her on here with 50, at least we'll be able to get the message out to everybody from the Ashtar Command, from our space people. And, it's Friends with Fairies 1111. Yeah, it's Friends with Fairies 1111. And then her new account is Friends with Fairies 2222. Not to get people confused. The 1111 is the original account that they temporarily banned until the 14th. We want to get everyone to get her back up on there. Yeah, so she should be able to get on the second account on audio. I should have tried to message her. Let me just see here. I would say, since I can't message her right now, I would, on her backup account, she has 800. Yeah, she should be able to get on. Hopefully she'll be on at some point, unless they've taken her off planet again. It's now about 11:14 in the evening. You're watching Encounters Ashtar Command Q&A, and we're going to try to get, at some point, maybe she'll be able to try to get on here. Okay. So Gary Hass, all you got to do is go on your settings on TikTok, and also when you go there, go to the help section for support, and just go. You'll have a link where you can actually send them a message. Okay, and you can follow. And then when you do that, send a message that you want Friends with Fairies 1111 to be reinstated tonight. Also, go to her Friends with Fairies 2222 and follow her there. She's already got almost 1,000 followers. She's got over 830 something followers there. So she does have an alternate account. So hopefully she'll be able to come on here tonight. These are the things that are important, folks, because when you're telling the truth to the public on the planet, when information is presented directly from the spaceship off planet to April, and all my telepathic stuff that I get on my when I'm with you live. But when she comes on off the ship and she has some very important stuff that is to be told to the people of Earth, and this happens. Hey, Chesno, good to see you. I believe the government or people, and they're government people on TikTok, just like on Facebook and YouTube, they're trying to prevent the information from getting out. They will not stop the information from getting out. I'm a professional broadcaster. I've been on radio for 21 years. All right. I've also been involved in the mission work as soon as I knew who I was, when I was old enough to do what I need to do. The commander's here to get people prepared for contact. We do our regular shows as we always do. We'll always interview people. And I always say that is disclosure. When everybody tells a story, that's disclosure. That's important. And tonight, with the lighting the way it is, I want people to realize that at some point in time, we're all going to experience things off planet. At some point in time, we will all experience what it is like to be in space. At some point in time, we're going to be in a situation where we are going to get ourselves ready for the most beautiful experience in our planetary system. Contact. The relationship between us and our space families. That relationship is unique. Why? Because we're all part of it. No one is separated from it. Tonight I'm amped up, and I'm strictly amped up to support the work of the Ashtar Command. I know they're watching on the spaceships, and I know if it was up to them, she'd be broadcasting here right now. If it was up to the people on the ship, they should be broadcasting right now. They can hear me. They can send her a message telepathically. They watch the show. They monitor the show on the ships. So welcome all the people of Earth to a show dedicated to the Ashtar Command. I don't want to get defocused on everybody else out there. I want to stay real focused tonight. It's real easy to get diverted and defocused. Not tonight. Saturday night is special. It's a special night where we commune together, come together, and share together Ashtar Command energies of light. You know, I want to say this. The government will not stop anything from happening. And if the government's listening to this broadcast, I speak on behalf of the Ashtar Command. Very clearly, I speak of the Ashtar Command. We are not only here now, but we will be here and increasing our presence off planet. I'm saying this direct. I'm not channeling anything here. I'm telling you directly as CmdrAleon. Whoops. So it's time, brothers and sisters, to be prepared. You know, since last year, it's been slowly building up. You know it. I know it. The energies have been going crazy, shifting and shifting and shifting. In 2023, the energies went crazy. Ups and downs, downs and ups, sideways. 2024, the elevation of frequencies and vibrations have increased tenfold. No, we should not be scared. No, I didn't get my hair cut today. I was going to get my hair cut today. I'm going to have to get it tomorrow now. Tomorrow I will get it. We should not be scared. I want to say this to the people of Earth. The government cannot stop what is going to happen. The government has their own technology to confuse people. They have reverse engineered technology they'll probably use to confuse people. But do not be scared of anything. If anything, the powers that are in control, are scared. They're scared of you. They're scared of all of you. They're scared of what's coming. Because for not only this current lifetime, for thousands of years, on some level, before we had this technology, what we consider advancements, they've all been scared. All been in power for too long. No matter what decade or century it was. Okay? Right now, with all the things we have, the weapons, the technologies, and all the stuff we've created on Earth, these powers that be, and again, I'm not doing any interviews, they are scared. They're the ones who are scared. And you're going to hear me tonight speak as directly as I've ever spoken. Usually I do interviews, I'm asking other people questions. Now you're going to hear the commander come out and speak as CmdrAleon, as Ashtar Commander. And that's how I'm speaking tonight. My vibrational frequency pattern is different. So I'm speaking cosmic truth. Again, I don't channel anything. I don't have any cards. I have no neon lights here. I have no dangling pendulums. I'm telling you the truth. They can't stop it. That's right. Hey, Tara, good to see you. And good to see everybody. If I have not said hello to you, I'm saying a galactic hello to everybody here. I'm also saying hello to my family on the spaceship. Rubar, Luna, Tia, my other sister, my brother on the ship, and any of those people on the ship that are watching the show on the monitoring screens, I send you my blessings. So, Deborah, welcome. So this is a night where I'm going to just reveal as much as I can from my consciousness to you. Yeah, they've lost control, Sue House. That's Hey Sue, how you doing? They've lost control, everybody. They're going to use social media to try to divert people's attention. They're going to try to do things on Facebook and any other social media application to try to confuse people. Don't be confused. Then none of you be confused. You see, when you stand in your light, when you stand for what is truth, no one can stop you. I've been walking this walk for a lot of years. Okay. Before there's any internet, there were people trying to trip me up, trying to test to see who I was. But after so many years of seeing that happen once in a while, you get to be pretty clearly conscious when you get on social media, no one's going to trip you up. You know? No, I'm not worried about censorship. I'm a professional broadcaster, you know, and I don't curse, use foul language or anything here. I don't run around naked on here. I take what I do very seriously. I have a commitment to my audience, a commitment to the mission. I have a commitment to encounters during the regular show. I have a commitment to my radio show, my YouTube. I'm very committed to what I do here, and nothing will stop it. I actually do a thing before I come on live. I ask the Ashtar Command to protect our broadcast and protect our viewership all over the world. I do that before I come on here. So we're going to get April back on here. Again, go to your settings on TikTok, go to the support help setting, and go to the area where you can send a suggestion. I use that one. It gives you different options. And I said suggestion, it didn't work. And then after I said no, then I let you open up a box to send a message. So send a message to state in your own words that you want to have April Friends with Furries 1111 reinstated. At the same time, you're going to go to Friends with Furries 2222 and follow her. She's already got over 800 followers on that, I think. But we have to get her on. So if she's got her TikTok on, I can get her on here. So we're going to hold the fort down, as we always do, tonight. Welcome everybody coming to the show. And I must say, I think we're getting close to preparations for 2026. As I said before, in 2025, thank you. In 2025, you're going to see an uptake in ship sightings. Now, you again understand, excuse me, the government will use their own technology and their own ships to confuse people. Don't be confused. I'll tell you how you'll know the difference between Ashtar Command spaceships and government spaceships. Government spaceships will have a very low vibrational pattern, and you'll know it right away. The Ashtar Command spaceships, you'll feel a beautiful, loving energy coming and radiating from the ship. That's how you know the difference. By closing your eyes, if you have a sighting of what is a ship and you feel like an icky feeling, that's not our people. If you see beautiful ships or ships that radiate a pure essence of love, that's our space people. Okay? I don't know the updates. I haven't gotten the updates. But we'll get the updates, NW. Thank you for asking. Relaxed scene. Greetings to you. Miss J. Yes, it will feel kind. So I want to prepare people as there are sightings in the skies above you to know the difference between the Ashtar Command spaceships and those ships that are not of the Ashtar Command, that are government operated, reverse engineered technology. And to the rescue, good evening. Sun gazing. I don't think that's so important to do sun gazing, but I do think it's important that everyone go within and center now. We're getting close to 2025, only a few months away. Again, that's the beginning of things increasing tenfold in terms of what you're going to experience. That whole year is going to be like going up a mountain galactically. By 2026 is when at some point contact will occur. So you can consider this my own transmission of information. I'm not bringing people up if people want to come up. I do love you all, but I need to stay focused. And you know me, when I'm focused, I'm really disciplined. I'm very, very focused. And if you all wish to close your eyes for a moment, just for a moment, clear all your energy, relax. I want everyone to send a transmission of light, of love to our space family. Just takes a moment. Just takes a moment. So 2025, Nicole, is going to be a time where things will increase. The contacts are going to be happening in 2026. So it's like I say, a year and a half away. And that's important to know. So people need to really spend their time when they're not working or going to school to focus on centering and having time for yourself to get ready for contact. Now, I don't know specifically the dates because they don't operate in time and space. There is no time and space. Time and space doesn't exist, as I've stated many times before. Thank you for the gifts. Hey, Marie. Hey, the Woodist. Good to see you. It's been a while. Tahar, thank you. Why is that? Sometimes those hats are small. I don't understand it. I think it's the technical thing here. Phantom Lim, welcome. Will all our lives completely change when contact happens? It will change, but it'll be a gradual shift. So I want the people of Earth to know something. When contact happens in 2026, it's not going to abruptly switch everything into another thing. It's going to be gradual. I can tell you that the Ashtar Command is going to be very understanding of the human population, and they will do things in a beautiful, harmonious way that will be gradual. Jennifer, thank you for the heart me. So they understand how humans are. They understand our population, our planet. Freedom, thank you for the heart me as well. So when they come, they're going to come in a safe environment. Before contact happens, we will be speaking to the whole planet. I want to go into that a little bit because I've talked about this briefly over the last few months. So there's a group of 5 of us that will be coming up together. The 5 includes April, Chesno, Johnny, Kit Kat, and myself. On my end here, the council, the real council off planet, there's a council that oversees the whole Ashtar Command for people that don't know a lot about this. Okay, so I'm going to do some teaching here a little bit tonight. You're welcome, Phantom. Before we have I don't know when we're going to do the group going off planet, but the 5 of us are going to go off planet together, with the 4 of us with April making number 5. There will be a time, and it's coming, and I don't know when. They haven't told me yet, but they'll tell me when they're ready. I'll be taken on board the ship physically. Okay? The council has decided, some of you who've been watching my broadcast understand this to be true, and I will share this with you. I'll be taken to represent the planet, the Ashtar Command, so to speak. They will have me speak in a platform in the ship's control center, which is actually their monitors. They have monitoring centers on the ship. The monitoring centers, they can monitor many different things. I believe they can monitor different planetary systems. It's way, way advanced, more than human population understands. Or in nurse, thank you. When I go off planet, whenever that is, they'll come into my room, into my house. A rift will open up in the room. Now, a rift is an opening, a breaking down of the molecular structure of the wall or the window. They will come through and they will say, okay, we're ready to have you come on the ship, or however they're going to tell me this. I will go with them. I will be on the ship probably within seconds. I'll be wearing a space outfit that will be comfortable for me. And then they will take me to a control center on the ship where I will be seated with 4 other selected Ashtar Command people that they have selected off planet. Okay? So I'm telling you now what's going to happen. I know there's a lot more to it. I'm sure April will have more information when I can get her on here. And Brim says he's seen me on the ship, probably me out of my body, my physical body. I would say that's true. I know April has seen me off planet on the ship too. Deborah, daughters of Calandria. No. But I want to stay focused on this whole thing. And again, I will try to answer some of your questions. But when this happens, they will physically take me through the rift on board the spaceship, which will be within seconds. I'll be taken to a control center on the ship, a monitoring place where they have people monitoring different things. They're watching my show right now on the ship. They can see me talking. They can see the comments here. They're watching everything right now. Now, whether you realize this or not, or say how is it possible, they have ability to, with their own monitoring systems, to monitor the program. If you want to equate it to like having a large screen TV in logical sense, something like that. Do I have any memories? Just Mars is the only one I have a memory of. I'm sure there might be other things. So I want to also state that when they take me to do the broadcast, the Ashtar Command will be able to override every broadcast system on the planet. This you should know now. This is all true. What will happen is every single powerful transmitter, whether it be Russian TV, Chinese TV, American networks, British, doesn't matter what country, what nation, wherever it is, it makes no difference. I'm telling you now. I believe the 5 will probably go. I believe the other 4 will be with me when I do this. When the broadcast happens, I don't know yet the words or the languaging of what we will speak, but I'm sure I'll be briefed by the people on the ship as to what we're going to be talking about or saying to the people of Earth at that point. When that broadcast occurs, whether it's on cable channels, on different networks, every single broadcast network will be overtaken by an off-planet transmission. Understand this. It won't be telepathic, it's actually going to be broadcast physically and overtaking all transmitters on the planet. Every broadcast system, whether CNN, BBC, CBC, makes no difference. No matter how powerful their transmitters are, somehow, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know how the space people do it, but they're going to be able to override every transmitter on the planet. Understand this to be true. Yes, through all forms of media. I'm not totally sure. I don't think radio is going to be affected. I think visual media will be affected. I think it's going to be mostly visual media. But again, I won't know until we get close to knowing what's happening. Amy, good question. So I was chosen, April, who's been on the ship over 70 times. We come from, her family's on the same ship my family's on. Chesno has family on the ship, Kit Kat, and also Johnny. It's a very long story. It really is a very long story. But the reason why they chose me, when April was on the ship, when the council had an important meeting, they were trying to decide who was going to represent them to speak to the people of Earth. So she mentioned that she suggested I be the representative to speak to the people of Earth. And the council, the whole council, which is the whole council for the command, decided that they want me to speak. That's how it happened. That was only a few months ago when that was given to me from April when she was last on the ship a few months ago. That's when she gave me the news. So that's how it happened. Hopefully, I hope I've answered your question on that. If anybody has any questions specifically about what's going to be happening, please do ask. Peaceful G, welcome. Blessings to you. Blessings to everybody out there around the planet tonight. You're watching an Ashtar Command broadcast. I am CmdrAleon, representing the Ashtar Command. Other nights, on my normal nights, I'm just a normal talk show. Tonight, I'm in full energetic energy of the Ashtar Command levels. Yes, Sydney Hardesty, thank you. The Ashtar Command comes from the highest state of consciousness, from the Christ consciousness, which is different. It's different than Earth-based 3D religion. They come from cosmic consciousness, Christed consciousness. They come from a very loving place. They come from many planetary worlds of peace. They're men and women that are between 7 and 10 feet tall. They're human like we are. They have families, they have children, and they also are just very beautiful. I appreciate the question. Phantom, very good question. No, sun flares and CMEs, no, they don't have anything to do with that. Thank you, Sydney. So in terms of, and they are vegetarian, yes. Hey, Karen. I want to make sure I don't. The question from Phantom, will you leave your family for a long period of time, or will they allow you to live at home? So here's how that works. When we go off planet, we will come back usually within an hour or an hour and a half. So in Earth time, we will leave the planet about an hour and a half Earth time, but off planet, there's no time. So off planet, we could be away for 5 weeks or a month, off planet. But then we'll come back, and it'll only be like an hour later. So if I went off planet at midnight, I would be back by about probably 1 o'clock in the morning, but off planet could be a whole month. Do they have a higher power? You mean like a higher power that they go to? There's no higher power. They all have a belief in God universally. All the planetary systems are in one God, and they believe in one God, this one universal God for all the multiverse. If that's what you mean by higher power. Pink Lady, will the message you give be one of disclosure to the entire planet? Yes. So when I'm on the ship to do the worldwide broadcast in my spacesuit, it will be a message of peace, a message of disclosure, a message of contact. Before the major contact happens, they'll have me broadcast to the world before they make the contact, and we'll have more information to share with you as we get closer to that specific time period. I know they're watching on the ship, so I hope everything I'm saying is accurate. I'm pretty sure it is. If they were able to come here and sit with me, I'm sure they'd say my information is accurate. Red Jen, welcome. Thoughts on Siamese cats? I love cats. All cats are wonderful. You're watching Ashtar Command Q&A tonight? Yes, they do. Kerry, yes. Oh yeah, all the space people of the command have souls. They all have souls, just like humans. Yeah, absolutely. Every one of them has a soul. Every space person of light has a soul. Great question. Kai, yes. Oh, it is accurate. Yes, thank you, Kai. How will they financially compensate you, or will you? There's no financial compensation. It's not about, that's the way we live on Earth with finances and money and credit cards and debit cards. The space people don't have that on their planets. They don't have malls, shopping malls. They don't have bills. They don't have taxes. That's something that's Earth related. There's no compensation. They're not here to compensate me financially. It's not about, they don't deal with money. There's no money on their planets. What is going to be compensation is that you're all going to be finally liberated from being on a planet that's been controlled by people that have lied to the public about the universe, about other planetary systems, about life elsewhere. Great question. I appreciate it, Phantom. Yeah, there's no money from the other planets. They don't live that way. They live in a very high vibrational pattern. Good question. Not just Nicole. Will it be visually or visually you or an alternate version? No, it'll be me. I'll be the same tall person I am, and I'll just be in a spacesuit. You'll see me as I am, but I'll be wearing a spacesuit. I'm going to ask that question. A matter of fact, I can say this. April, during the council meetings, has met Jesus. And for people that want to know who Jesus really is, he is unrelated to your religious 3D world belief systems. Jesus is a very beautiful being of light, also very funny, from what April has stated when she's met him on the ship. And he can be very serious, but he is also a very, very, very loving star person. Very good, Telly. Yeah, that's right. Money does not exist where the space family that I'm related to comes from. There is no money or financial. There's no banks. There's no financial institutions. There's nothing like this that on their planets, unlike planet Earth. Danelle Martin, I've lost everyone. I'm all alone now. Well, you're here now. Danelle, you're here on this show. You're going to be with a beautiful, beautiful audience of people. You're never alone. Are there lives on all planets? Do people live on all planets? Many planets have intelligent life on them. On Earth, you've never been taught that. You've been taught that you were looking for life on other planets in our solar system, but the NASA and all these people would never tell you that there's life elsewhere when in fact there's life throughout the whole multiverse. Every solar system, every galaxy, every dimension of existence, there is life everywhere. Terry, great question. Half pint, yes. She has been to Antarctica, and then when we have her on here, we'll have her talk about that, her journey to Antarctica. Let's see here. Phantom, do people have romantic relationships on the ship? Great question, Phantom. So my mother and father, not my Earth-based mother, my Earth-based mother and father are no longer here. My father and mother, Luna and Robar, have been relationship for what you call Earth years for a long time. Yes, they have relationships. They have children. I'm one of their kids, but I'm in the human experience. I do have a space body in stasis. For people that don't know what that word stasis means, that when I came here to Earth, my body's completely protected on another ship. Many bodies are there that are space bodies. And so in my space form, I have a brother and two sisters on the ship, mother and father. So to answer your question, yes, they do have romantic relationships, and they have lifetime relationships where many, many of the people from these other planets have families, yes. Hey, NJ. April, we're trying to get April back on. NJ, and just for anyone here is wondering what happened, she was just the other day or night, I don't know when it happened, she was actually temporarily suspended from her broadcasting till the 14th of September. Please go to your settings, everybody. And if you haven't done it yet, go to settings under to help and go to support and send a message to TikTok to reinstate April's original account, which is Friends with Fairies 1111. Also support her. She's already got plenty of support, I think, on the other account, Friends with Fairies 1111. So Friends with Fairies 2222, you want to go to your settings, send a message to TikTok to reinstate that account ASAP. Donnell, you are all I have left. Us believers, I had an encounter with. I was younger. Nobody believed me. So Donnell, we'll have you on one night to talk about that. but I'm glad you're here. You're amongst friends here. I welcome you here. Michelle says, I can't wait. There is no wall in Antarctica. It doesn't exist. That's just an Earth-based perception that has been projected through media. There is no wall, but there are entrances into the inner Earth, and there's also she can talk more about her trip to Antarctica. So Terry Venus, so the lifespan of our space people, and if I were in my space body, our lifespans go for thousands upon thousands of years. If you were to see me in my original form, I would look to be in my 20s or 30s. If you saw me in my space body. And so to answer your question specifically, which I'm sure a lot of people have, about how long do the men and women from other planets live, they live to be thousands of years old. Thousands. Not to 100, not to 70 or 80, thousands of years old. And they look to be 20 or 30. Great question. Caligo says, I decided when I was a little girl, when they come for me, I will go. Kit Kat, good to see you here. Oh, yeah. I'm sure April does have a mate on the ship. One of the space people. Because April in her space body probably does have a mate that's on the ship. Danelle, you're most welcome. We're going to see if we can bring her up. I think we're going to be able to do this. Thank God. The universe. We have her.
Hello.
Hey, sister.
Hi, I just got in. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You are we so much love to you. I mean, I was praying and hoping, and I'm so glad you're here. I know you have so much information I've been getting that you have to share, and we're going to have a whole night to do this tonight. And welcome back.
Hi, guys. Am I echoing or anything? Are we good?
We're good. I'm going to hand it over to April. You've been off planet, I understand, for like 2 nights in a row.
Not 2 nights, and it's been like one night, and then they didn't come get me because I thought they were going to come get me the next night, but they came and got me the night after that.
Okay.
So yeah. So last night I went off planet, and I had just gotten back, and I was so excited when I got back, and I went on to do my lives, and somebody reported me.
Yeah, I sent an appeal, but you're on your alternate account. The fact that we're live is now we're going to tell people the truth. You have exciting things you want to share, and I'm going to turn it over to you. This is April, my friend, sister, and we care about her, and we want her to be able to speak what's happening. This is Ashtar Command Night, so I'm going to turn it over to April. Welcome back.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Judy. Hi, guys. So for starts, if everybody could please go follow this account. I'm trying to get it up. I'm like 172 people short to get it so I can start doing lives instead of waiting till the 14th. That would be awesome. And then guys, so 2 nights, not last night. 2 nights before that, I went up on the ship, and they came and got me, and we went on this special trip. And so they were explaining to me at that point, they had this like little meeting before we left out of the atmosphere, and guys, there's such big news right now, such big news. Well, let me just back it up a little bit. So,
yeah, go ahead.
What they are talking about now is after contact happens, they are bringing these arcs in. That's what they call them, are arcs. They're like these bluish spheres that have atmosphere, it looks like, around them. I haven't been in one, so I don't know what it looks like inside of them, but I've seen the outside because we towed several of them the first night and put them in dimensional pockets, which are like storage facilities for them. So these are being stored like all around our planet. And last night we went and got some more of these spheres. But these things actually they do expand larger, but they have the capability of being smaller as well. And they had them small when we were pulling them, but these things can expand out and hold thousands of people. Now,
Wow.
from what they were explaining to me is that these spheres will be basically the people that are, raising their vibrations, doing the right thing. And mind you, this was also explained to me that they understand that we are not perfect. Source understands that, everybody understands that we are not perfect. They get it, so I just want to throw that out there for starts, because people were worried about it. And so they are talking about these spheres, and these spheres will, or arcs, will be like basically pulling in the people that have heightened their vibrations and where they're supposed to be. And then I guess they'll be like in suspended animation until the planet has finished doing its shift. And there's supposed to be some kind of geological changes to our planet after the shift is done. And then after that, then they'll be releasing us. But while we are in this like cryostasis type thing in these arcs, they are going to be that's how they are going to be reactivating our gifts. Remember, they had spoke to us about this before, about reactivating our natural gifts, right? So say you have the natural gift to, sorry, my dog's snoring.
That's okay.
But say you have the natural ability to say move things,
Yeah.
that'll come back to you. All that'll come back to you. And while we are in these things, that's when they're going to start reversing the aging process. That'll be done inside of these spheres. And if you are sick or anything like that, say like you have the big C word or any of that, that'll all be suspended. Like your sickness will just stop. It'll halt.
Wow.
Until after the planet is done doing what it's doing, and then they land these spheres and we are let out, then the people that have like some major sicknesses and things like that will be taken to medical facilities where the command will have set up with their technology these medical places, like little hospitals, and their stuff will be taken care of. They'll be healed.
Beautiful.
So
You know,
yeah.
yeah, a lot going on, and I know there's a lot to talk about, and that's why I'm really gonna focus on you as my friend and sister, and so everyone here can know that this, and that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So when the body's going to stasis, you're still alive, your body's in stasis. It's giving them time, our family, the space people, our family personally, and just in general, to do the work they need to do to prepare us for the earth to be replenished, because it has been messed up for a lot of years, you know?
Right. And so when we come out, we'll be stronger and we'll be healthier. And then we can start working out. The planet's going to go through some shifts and changes. But when we come out, we'll be able and physically capable of, helping get our planet cleaned up and doing what needs to be done.
Mm, mm. And have they had any, I keep wondering, have they any updates about, when we're going to actually be, the other four of us, which you is the main
No
five?
idea. No
No
idea. They
idea.
don't
But at
know.
least
I'm
this
not
is, yeah, they're
privy to
not,
any of that, or timelines or
yeah,
anything. They haven't said
yeah.
anything to me about it. I'm like, I feel really lucky that they let me in on this whole
Oh, yeah.
art thing. But I'm supposed to come back and share this with people, so,
Yeah.
and with the group, so that everybody knows what, it was coming ahead, so people are
Oh,
prepared
yeah.
for it. They're not thrown off by it. But this is good news, guys. This is really good news.
It's big news too.
Yeah.
And is this going to happen before major contact or after
After
contact?
after
Oh,
major
after.
contact.
Okay.
So
All
they're
right.
gonna
That's
do
that's
contact, and then the arcs will come.
right. So I can only guess that before contact happens, they'll have me doing the thing I'm going to do to the planet whenever they decide to do that, and we'll just leave that up to them, because you and I both don't know when that's going to be anyway.
No, nobody
And
knows
that's
it.
fine.
They won't tell
Nobody
anybody
knows.
that. until
No, they're good
it
at that.
actually happens. Yeah.
They're really good at that, and I have a, it's like we both know and we have faith. We trust our families, biological families up there, and I put trust in them that they'll know what they know what they're doing anyway. All we
Yes.
have to do is just do what we're doing here, right? And what else is going on since you've been off planet for so many times? What other things are happening that you can share?
I there. Well, I don't want to like I can tell you that I found out some things about the low vibers, but I don't
Yeah,
want to
we
create
don't we don't
yeah, any
no.
fear, and I don't want to have anybody kicked off if I talk about them.
Yeah, we won't do
But
that. We'll just leave that alone.
yeah. So
All we have to do
I'm
is
gonna leave
provide
that
the
piece
good
alone.
cosmic news.
Just
Yeah.
trust that the command knows what they are doing. That just
Yeah,
let's
we'll just
leave
keep
it at
people
that.
in the process of what April's talking about. April and I will just share like positive stuff. We don't need to get into the negative anyway
No,
because that's being taken care of, and we don't need to get into it.
no.
You know. But if anyone has any questions for my sister, feel free to definitely do it. I am so happy you're back on here. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, I know it's been a few weeks. It seems like every time I turn around, it's been something with my granddaughter. So it's been
Yeah.
lucky I got home early tonight. I got home because I was like I had to skate out early because it's we're in our rainy season down here, and
Oh
the
yeah,
roads
that's
were
right.
really bad tonight, really bad. So
And
I
they get
thought,
muddy too. I used to live in Vermont, and I remember in Warren,
yes,
Vermont, going to a commune with a friend
yeah,
of mine from my campus. We were going up a road that normally would be a dirt road that's dry. The road was like muddy. Half of it was falling apart. I know
yeah.
what muddy season's like in Vermont.
Yeah, and there's ruts, like really bad ruts in the road, so it's like you're hydroplaning every about 20 feet.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
oh yeah,
puddles
absolutely.
everywhere.
So, if
It's
people have any questions and you wish to ask a question of April and myself, we are the best representatives of the Ashtar Command or the dog. You can ask us a question, and we'd love to, respond to your question. Um, should we bring them up for the question or just answer? How would you like to do this? Through the comments or through having it one person at a time live?
however you want to do it, Commander.
I think we'll do it. So we're bringing people up if they have enough followers. Again, we're being very, very specific and disciplined here. It has to be related to the Ashtar Command. Any questions you have for April? You can come on you have to be over 18. No foul language, no kids, no vaping, no smoking, no drunks, no drinking, no paranormal discussion, no politics, no religion. I think I covered everything. I was putting in different orders, but I think I said it all. Um, if you want to come up and you're over 18 and you follow the rules of the show, I will bring you up. Again, this is Ashtar Command Night, so we're focused on that question. No driving and no kids. Yeah, that's in that area. So let me try to see who's here. Mix Master was a recent guest. Mix Master will bring you up. Again, this is Ashtar Command related, so people that want to come up, please stay focused on the energy of the show tonight. Any other night we'll do general stuff, but tonight April and I are just really focused on the most important thing, which is the Ashtar Command and our space family. And I'm saying hello to my mother and father, and we know they're watching on the monitoring screen, so welcome. Donna, I'll bring Donna up. Donna, does Donna have enough followers? Let me see. This is going to be weird if she can come up at 33 followers. I don't think she can. But, okay, do they speak specific languaging? April and I can both answer that. They can probably translate to different languaging. April, would that be something that we can translate languaging?
Yeah, they have translators, like on their uniforms and things like that. But yeah, they speak several different languages, just by themselves. But they also have translators built right into their uniforms, that will translate any language across the universe and on the planet, into their language. But they prefer telecommunicate or telepathic speaking, but they are learning how to use their mouths, again, for us.
Oh, yeah, and someone's asking, this is great. Allahu Akbar says, can you speak their language?
Are you asking if I can speak their language?
Yeah, he's asking if you can speak their language when you're on the ship.
I don't know if I actually speak their language because of the or because of the communication devices, the translation devices that they
Yeah.
have in the uniforms. So I don't know.
And that's an honest answer. I mean, they probably do have what I call native language to their own planet, but they can speak English telepathically, and they
Yeah.
also can speak English because April's been in the meetings and with her father and her parents, and they can also speak our language. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Um, a blessed mom. Let's see. Let me just bring up blessed mom. I'm going to bring you up here because I know who you are, and you can ask us a question live. So, Blessed Mom, if you want to come up live with us, you can join us and ask a question. Good. So, we have Blessed Mom. You're with us, CmdrAleon and April from the Ashtar Command. And go ahead, ask your question. Good evening.
Good evening, Commander. Good evening, April. How are you?
April can
Can
hear
you
you.
guys hear me?
April? She's here.
Yeah, can you guys
April's
hear me?
mic's.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
here. Sorry.
Okay. No,
So,
I didn't really have a question. I really think that when it comes down to it, we're not going to have language because it's all going to be telepathy, anyways.
Yes.
And I think that all of us humans, we already have that within us. I mean, we know that we do.
right.
Because I think there's many times I just look at my kids and I don't even have to say anything and they know what I want, you know. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just have to
yeah,
get we just have to get better and hone it in and
yeah.
you know. So,
It's
but
really, it's really an easy process, you know. Like it took me a number of years, but I've been telepathic for a good portion of my adult life. You know, I might have been telepathic when I was a kid, but I had nobody to be telepathic with. But
right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean I feel like I always have been with animals because I've always had animals my entire life and I really
Yeah.
feel like I'm on the a telepathy wave with them very
Oh
much
yeah, I
so.
believe it. Yeah, animals. Yeah, I have a cat. I believe we communicate that way too. Yeah, absolutely. Animals, absolutely correct. What do you think, April?
I believe so. Yeah, I think that that because that's their preferred way to talk, and they do like treat animals as if they are equals.
Yeah.
So that's another really good thing. So a lot of people have asked if animals are going to be allowed to go with them. Absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
See?
I mean, as we should treat them as equals. I mean, look at the unconditional love that they give us.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Hmm.
they do. I love my cat,
yeah.
my rag doll. I talk to her all the time when she's in the room,
Yeah, I
constantly.
know mine always talk to me. It's funny. My cat's always meowing at me. So, all right, guys, I don't want to take up anyone else's time that might have questions, but that's all I wanted to
Oh,
say. I just feel that we already have all the gifts within us. We just have to unlock them.
Yes.
beautifully said. Beautifully said.
Okay.
Listen,
All right,
Mom,
love
thank
and
you.
light, my family. I love you all.
Bye.
All
Bye.
right, let's bye, blessed Mom. Let me see here. And let's see who else we got coming up here. Let's see. I think it's Kel. Let me see.
Kelly Smith.
And, oh, Kelly Smith. Kelly, welcome to our Ashtar Midnight with April and myself. Good
How you
evening. How are
doing?
you? We're
I'm
doing
good. How
good.
are you?
Good, good. And what questions do you have for April or myself regarding on our Ashtar Command night?
Uh, what happens to like the family we have here?
On Earth?
Yeah.
Uh, they, if they're alive, if they're physically alive, nothing happens to them. They will be having the ability when we have, you know, the mass contact. Everyone will be a part of that whole thing. And I know April can also speak on this too, but they definitely will not be left out of planetary contact. That's for the whole planet.
Well, we
April, anything you want to say on that?
Yeah, that I mean, you can basically unless they are like really known low vibrational people. I think we know who those people are. Unless they are, complete non-believers, they don't want to heighten their vibrations. They don't want to move forward and or any of that. They Everybody is going to be basically moving forward unless they, absolutely, are against it.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
mm-hmm. Does that
Now,
help you, Kelly?
yeah. I just wondered about that. Like when
Yeah.
things happened, like will we still be able to know them or?
Your families will come with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You're not going to be.
They're keeping family units together, just FYI. So you won't be separated from your family. If your vibrations are high enough to be going on the ark, then your families are also going to be high enough to go onto the ark because they're influenced by you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your
It's all.
family,
It's all.
your family
It's
won't be left behind.
no. There's not going to be anybody left behind. It's really important for people to know that if you have a daughter or a son and they are taken into the ark, and you're the father, and then you have the mother. You're all going to be connected with each other, and they're not going. They're the Ashtar Command would never do that anyway. They want the unit of the family to be together.
Yes, especially all children for sure are going to be going up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about the children. The children are innocent, so they definitely will be going up. And adult children too, as long as they are heightening their vibrations and being good people. They don't expect people to be perfect. They understand that
Yeah.
we are all not perfect, but
Yeah.
they're going to try to keep all the they call them family pods together.
Family vibe. I like that name. It's almost like it's just when you look at the earth, and they know we're all human. Even those of us that are doing what we're doing, we have our human experience days. We all do because we're living a human consciousness. But even though we're from off planet and we know who we are, we still have those days. If someone cuts me off on the road, I try not to be that way. But there are times when people do things that are almost things that can take you off the road, and you're responding to that and saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So they know we're not perfect, but you're way ahead of the ball game than some people that are not watching this show right now. You're way ahead of the ball game because the people that are out there watching Good Morning America in the 3D world, they have no idea what we're talking about. They don't even know we exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So your vibrational level is way, way more up there than the average person that's not watching.
Okay.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're so welcome.
Kelly, definitely.
And Susan, that includes the adult children too. If they are included in with your family pod, they will move forward with you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. That answers all the questions I have. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Kelly. Thank you so much. Very much. Thank you for being here. Let me bring Kelly down. And this is what we're doing tonight. We're going to be answering your questions. If you have a question, you have enough followers, we'll bring you up here one-on-one. I'm not bringing up 10 people at a time. I just can't do that. I would go nuts. So if you have a question for us, you're over 18, no children on camera, no vaping, no smoking, no drinking, no drugs, no smoking, no cursing or foul language, no politics, no religion. I think I covered it all. So we're going to see who our next person is here. Michelle, and then I have Mixed Master. Mixed Master will bring up two after Michelle. Michelle, you're our next person on Ashtar Command Night. Welcome to the ship, as I always say, Saturday nights. Michelle, welcome. We can. Michelle? Michelle? Okay, that was weird. All right, well, at least she was happy. She was playing some happy music. We know she was happy. At least she didn't curse on the program with us, so we're very happy about that. So I'm glad she's happy. So let's see here. I'm going to bring up Mixed Master, and then I'm going to take C Royalty. Mixed Master, we know Mixed Master. Telly, we'll bring you up after that. We're going to go one-on-one with everybody here. Mixed Master, hey, welcome, brother.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing good. And do you have a question for April or myself regarding Ashtar Command Night?
Yeah, I have a really big question. So I work at a company that's pretty big.
Your audio is really low. Can you talk into your phone or something?
Could you hear me now?
Very low. Can you bring up your volume on your button to bring up the volume control?
Yeah, it's like high rate. Could you hear me?
Okay. Okay, I think we can hear you a little bit. It's kind of difficult though.
All right, so basically, I was driving home from work, and I saw a golden disc. And could you guys tell me what that was? Because like it stopped. I drive home my truck, and it just stopped right above me. And I don't know how hard, like it was weird because I got like a bruise on my right arm, but it looks like I got burned, and there was like time missing. Like, could you tell me what that means?
That means it definitely was not us.
Yeah, you wouldn't have any marks on your body.
No, no
They
marks.
don't do that.
That wasn't us. That was somebody else. It wasn't us. I can tell you that and April and I can both tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
was
know who they were.
it was a golden disc. There was no like flashing lights on it, and it just stopped right above my
Yeah,
truck.
yeah. Probably government. Half pint might be right. Probably government. It wasn't Ashtar Command. Ashtar Command would never do that.
No, they would never do that, and you certainly wouldn't be missing any time.
Yeah.
They would, if it was your family or Ashtar Command contacting you, they would leave you intact with your memory.
Oh man. So what do you think is gonna happen with me? Because
What?
it looks like a burn on my flesh. It looks like a burn. It's not a bruise.
I mean, there are still some low vibrational beings out there. It might have been them, or it could have possibly been government. I'm getting the sense it was the government.
I think it was government too.
They're trying to scare people, is what they're trying to do. I don't think they're going to do anything more to you. I think that they were just doing that to frighten you because you probably had talked about it to other people, correct?
Yeah,
they're trying to spread fear.
Yeah, like it was a golden disc, though. It wasn't light. It was gold.
It doesn't matter if it's
very
gold.
Sneaky about what they do. Very, very sneaky.
Especially now, right, April? Because we're getting close to real contact. They're going to try to confuse the public about who the good people are, and that's exactly what they're doing by having a fake golden ship. Oh yeah, golden ship. Well, they must be good. No, that's definitely government.
Now would never do that. They would never do that, and they would also have made contact with you and left your memories intact. They would never have tested on you or done any of that without your permission.
And there would have been no missing time either.
Yeah, it was where we could get home like for some reason, and you know I got the pay.
You're breaking up again.
Like 1:40 in the morning. It's like I'm breaking
up. I think you said it was It said it happened at 1:40 a.m. in the morning, correct?
Yeah, and I was driving home and I saw it, and I was like, what's going on? I think they're messing with me. Like this phone, I don't know what's going on my phone too. Like,
well, it's probably the government doing it. It's probably a government-controlled ship. They do have reverse technology, so they're probably messing with you a little bit. You know, again, I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories about your phone, but I will tell you that what happened to you, like April said, the command would never do that. It definitely is low vibe.
And the command does monitor both of our shows. So now that they're aware, they're probably going to keep an eye out for you.
Yeah, they will. Mm-hmm. They're not going. They're watching our show right now. I'm pretty sure they're alerted to this golden ship. And I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I'm pretty sure, like April said, they're now going to probably try to find out what this ship was and who it was. But nothing's going to happen to you.
No, they won't allow it. Now that they know, they will not allow it.
No. You know, because government's very sneaky.
Yeah, it was like 1:40 something in the morning. Then, because like they shut down the building where I work at, so I didn't even know it. Come back, I see this golden disc, and then it just stopped. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it was. It was like It's hard to like distinguish that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I come back, it's like 3 in the morning, and I have this bruise on my arm, and it looks like a burn. It looks like a burn.
And you had missing time. Yeah, as April said, the Ashtar Command listening to this is aware of it. They'll find who they were, and they'll be dealt with.
They just came across and said, "Not us."
Yeah.
They're listening.
Are you serious?
They can hear you, and they just commented back and said, "Not us."
Yeah. Like I said,
so they know now. They'll watch out for you. Now watch, you'll have a rainbow-ish type star looking thing probably following you around after that. That's a protector they will send out for you because now they know they're going to be watching. They're going to be watching like a hawk.
Yeah, absolutely. And whoever those ships were, whatever that ship was, it's definitely government related with low vibers, and they're going to be dealt with.
Yep.
They
That's
will be.
scary, man. Like, for real? Like, are you guys being serious?
We're being
Yes.
very serious. Yeah, we're not. Look, let me say something. April and I are being very serious. We are being extremely serious when we tell you this.
That's scary, man.
They just came across and said protected.
You know what's scary
You're pre-
about it is like it was like I was like communicating to it too though. That was weird.
Well,
I've
don't be
never had
scared
that.
anymore. Don't be scared anymore, because now those negative energies of those beings or the government, command just knows what's happening now. They're protecting you.
Yes, they just said protected.
You know, with all the things the command has to do off planet, with something like this, they do want to get the ship that was doing this to you and the beings that were on it, whether it be government or not. They will be able to do this, and we are very, very serious, April and I, when we speak about these things. We're very, very serious.
Yeah, but this bruise has been this happened like I think 2 weeks ago because time is speeding up and I'm like it's not a bruise, it's like a burn on my skin.
Right,
Yeah.
but understand you're
And
no longer going to have problems. I don't want you to be scared.
No,
The
don't
last
be.
thing, don't be scared anymore, okay? Matter of fact, maybe what we should
that's
do is have you.
this much, Caldron. I've been having crazy dreams, like crazy dreams.
And that's probably
So
that's probably your space family now aware of what is happening with you. And they are trying to tell you and communicate with you that they are now aware that this has happened and it won't happen again. I'm telling you, this is what I'm being communicated. This is what they're saying to me right now. So your space family has actually tried to make contact with you. They're saying like 4 times over the last 6 years, and they are saying that whoever this was trying to intervene and create fear in you. But that is not going to happen anymore. The Ashtar command just came across and said you were protected, so this won't happen again. You don't have anything to worry about now. Trust and believe
Understand
that
that,
you're protected.
you understand that, brother?
Protected.
You're going to be. You have
it's
to understand what we're saying to you. I want you to do one thing. I'm being guided to do this right now for you. Can you close your eyes for a minute?
all right.
I want you to take a deep breath in and breathe out of your nostrils 3 or 4 times. This is really important. And when you're relaxed, tell me. And all we're going to do is I'm being guided to calm you down. Your brain is really, amped up from what happened to you 2 weeks ago. All I want to do is before I let you go down off the show, as we interview more people with questions within Ashtar Command areas, before you go off the show, I want to have you have a sense of peace of mind. Okay, so when you're relaxed, let me know.
I'm cool. I'm all right.
Okay, so I'm going to do for him right now, everybody. I'm going to use the palm of my hand. You can see my hand here. No green screen. I want you to relax. I want you to relax and just let go of your mind and your conscious thinking of your brain. In a moment, I'm going to do an energy working on your brain area. I'm doing it here. I have both palms of my hand here. What I'm doing to you remotely is I'm going to take the fear out of your consciousness. No more fear of the experience from 2 weeks ago. No more fear. You're going to calm yourself down. You're going to be at peace and calm yourself down. You will not be interfered with by those low vibe beings anymore. You'll not be interfered with anymore. You are protected. As April has stated, you are protected now. I want you to relax. I don't want you to have to worry or think about that anymore. As April stated, your star family is trying to reach you. Just focus on them. And if you focus on them, they will reach you. Relax. There's nothing to be scared of. No fear, no worries, no being scared. Just love, and light. Love, love and light in your heart. Love and light in your heart. I want you to say these words because I think they're very important. I want you to say and follow these words. I am. Are you
Yeah,
there?
I am who I am. Yeah, I
No,
am who I am.
I want you to repeat these words. I am.
I am.
Okay. I am a
That's
Christ. Okay. I want you to finish these words. It's really important. I am a Christed being of light.
I am a Christ conscious being of light.
That's good. I want you to say it one more time. I am a Christed conscious being of light.
I'm a Christ conscious being of light. I
I will
know I
no
am.
longer, I will not be interfered with by low vi. I will not be interfered with ever again by negative ET energies.
I will never be affected by low vibrational negative beings of this creation.
No, no, I will never be affected again by negative ETs.
I will never be affected by negative ETs.
Again.
I will never be affected by negative ETs.
There you go. That's good enough. All I wanted to do is get you to be calm and just forget about the fear factor. And just from here on in with April and me, with you here, just go in peace, keep watching the show, and don't even worry about it. You're being protected, as April just stated.
They disagreed and
But
said yes.
could you guys tell me what this mark is on my arm though? Because it's not going away. It's like a purple art, like a mark, like I
They,
got burned. What is
they did testing on you.
what? So what did they do?
They probably took blood from you and samples of your skin. This is what
It's
they
a big
do.
mark.
Yeah,
It's like it's like a size of a golf ball.
yeah.
Hmm.
This is the kind of stuff that they do to create fear in people.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid anymore. You have nothing to fear at all now. You are definitely protected. Nothing to fear at all.
Do you
Word on
understand
me?
that mix?
You guys got that word on me though, for real? I'm protected because,
Yes.
like, honestly,
They're
that
telling
took
you
me out.
that. They're here telling you that now, that they're coming across the phone saying that. They
Yeah.
utilize the phone I'm on right now. They have linked into this phone, and they've been doing this for how long now? A year and a half, Commander?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
A
have
long
been
time.
speaking
Yeah.
through this phone for a year and a half. I haven't changed this phone because of this.
Yeah.
But they are speaking through it now, and they are agreeing, and they are saying, first they said you were protected, then they said that they were agreeing that you are protected and that nothing else is going to mess with you. And when I was speaking about the protector that is going to probably be following you now, which is a star entity, a rainbow star entity, they said yes. And they said that your father's name is Yabi. Your star father's name is Yabi. Does
Are
that
you
make
being
sense to
serious?
you? Yes. Does
Yeah.
that
It
make
She's
does.
sense to
serious.
you?
She's
Oh,
serious.
that's true. No, hold on. That's trippy
You
because,
know this
yeah,
name. You know this name, correct?
no, that's crazy because, like, my YouTube name, where you know what I'm saying, I post, it's Yahin.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
probably where you got the name, because your space father's
Yeah.
name is Jobby. That's what he
See?
said. He's communicating through the phone.
Yeah. See? It's
That's
all good,
crazy.
brother.
I
How
know,
did you guys know? How do you
because
guys know this?
they're speaking through the phone, and
Yeah.
because
Speaking.
I'm in constant contact with them.
Yeah. April, you gotta understand, Mixmaster. April has been on over the ships, and I've known April for over a year. She's been on the ships physically over 70 plus times. And what happens is the reason why she knows, and I know certain things that we know, is because we have where our consciousness is elevated. And even though I haven't been on the ships physically yet, she has a great understanding of things because through the phone she's using, they can hear everything that is being said by you on the spaceship. They hear everything. That's why she's able to translate. She's just translating what they're bringing forth through her phone that she can hear, and she's telling you what they're saying. That's why.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, yeah. My name on YouTube is Yahin.
That's funny. That's where you got the name. Your subconscious is telling you what your space
Yeah,
father's name is.
yeah.
That's insane. Like, cause like that's too close. That's too close. I'm thinking to myself right now. I'm like that's. See, I don't know who it was. I think it was a golden disc, and it was like probably the size. I don't know. It was. I don't know how far it was up, but it stopped
Yeah, well, it did it on
right when I got
purpose.
to my
Let me
house.
just to give you peace of mind. You're not gonna have to worry about that anymore. I want when you go to sleep tonight. I want you just to think about beautiful things. Don't even worry about it because you're well protected. Will you do that for me or for us? When you go to
Uh,
sleep tonight, can you allow
I'll
yourself to?
try, bro, but
He's all excited now.
Yeah, I know it is. Yeah,
It's okay. We all get excited when we first have our first
yeah, yeah,
experience.
yep, yep. Or don't go to sleep. Just stay up and watch a good old movie or something. Yeah, I know he's excited. Hey, Mixmaster, we're gonna let you go, brother. I got like two more people on queue here. I want to thank you for coming up. It was important that we had you up here, and you're definitely protected. All right,
all right.
are you there?
Thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys.
And we appreciate you too so much. Thank you. All right. Let me see who else is coming up here. And this is Ashtar Command Night. And let me see who we got here. I'm bringing one person up at a time. This Michelle person wants to come up. I'm going to bring Bream. I can't speak English here. I'm going to bring up Brim for a second here. And then I have a Michelle. Michelle was playing that music. I'm not sure if I'm going to bring her up if she's playing music. Brim, welcome to Ashtar Command Night. And I know there's other people with questions, so we're going to try to keep things flowing kind of a bit here. Brim, welcome to the show.
Hello, welcome. It's funny that you were taken up that night because I was taken up that night too. And a lot of the things you were saying is the same thing I witnessed. So, I'm kind of shocked by that because I was like, when you had that live and you were saying that, I was like, holy crap, that was the same night.
Yes.
Because when I looked up on, I was, because I have this ability where I jump from ship to ship now, and
Uh-huh.
I've been jumping from ship to ship, and I happened to jump on the ship, and I happened to see you. You were standing there in front of two
I
boxes.
was gonna tell you that I saw you flash in. Your astral projection is pretty spot on now, huh? You're
Yeah,
getting super good at it.
I seen you in like you had like longer, your hair was longer, you
Uh-huh.
had silver and blue earrings, you
Uh-huh.
were in a blue outfit.
Uh-huh.
And you were talking to two individuals, a man and a woman. They were about, I'd say maybe about almost 7 foot.
Yeah, that was Nick and another female guard. We were actually speaking about Kit Kat, believe it or not. I get stories about her all the time.
I jumped from ship to ship, and when I was sitting on mine, because I work with the Celestial Council a lot, and they said they were going to bring the crystalline ships because something like you were saying, they brought some of the arcs for
Yes.
people, and they brought some of the crystalline ships for people.
Yeah.
When you said arcs, I'm like, oh my god.
Uh,
And then you said something about Antarctica, and I was like, holy crap, because that's where the Council of 12 is in Agartha. And I was there too, and I could have swore I might have seen you, but it was like really fast out the corner of my eye.
yeah, we were actually down there because the government had placed the low vibers down there and gave them some land. So we've been down there, doing some work.
Wow, I'm just blown away that you experienced the same thing as me.
All right. Well, Brim, that is good to know that definitely there's a synchronicity here. We're going to keep things really flowing. And Brim has been off planet, folks. He's also going off planet quite a bit on his journey, and April knows that I do too. I mean, we when he gets in here, we do have him come up.
Manuel does, Kit Kat does, Johnny does. They are all beginning their astral projection phase now.
I did see
Yeah.
Commander on a ship too.
I never remember anything though. That's the thing. It's
They
just the
said
way
that,
I am.
they said you're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll remember when I guess whenever that is. But yeah, no, I've been like I work on myself to get prepared. So part of my it's like when you run and do exercises and run like a walk in the morning. So my thing is to prepare myself consciously for this stuff. So, but then again, hopefully I will remember because I need to remember whatever it is I'm doing when I go out of my body on the ship. I will eventually. I'm pretty sure I will, and I'm okay with the way it is now. It's just everything happens when it's going to happen.
And I wanted to add to what April said. Yeah, they said that no one's going to be able to go on the ark yet until
After contact. Yeah.
because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to go down, and that's when they're gonna pull up one group. The angelics are going to pull up one group, and then the
Mm-hmm.
terrestrials are pulling up the other. Our
Yeah.
stuff
Mm-hmm.
pulling us up on the ship, and then certain people are going to be in command of the crystalline ships.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
the chosen ones. The chosen ones,
yeah,
like me, the commander, and all of us. The chosen ones will be on the crystalline ships, but the rest of the population will be being activated, and some of their aging taken off of them inside of while they're in cryostasis in these arcs.
Yeah, because they
yeah.
said that when they come to the aging, that I said, well, how does the aging work? And I think you're just going to go back to an age. You go, no, you can pick your age, and that's what you back to.
Isn't that kind of cool that you can pick your age? Like, okay, we're all on the on the ship now, and like, okay, what age do I want to pick? How about 50,000? I'm just 50,000 years old now, but we'll pick our age, and I've told people before April got on here tonight that when it comes to the aging process, if there's someone that's 10,000 years old on the ship, they can look about 20 or 30. I know April and probably Brim, you've seen it. The aging process is way different than on Earth.
It is. It's way different. Um, and time also slows in dilation because when I was on, after I had gotten attacked, I didn't know if I told anybody that, but I got attacked and I had a huge scar on my hand because some black entity attacked me in my physical form, and I had a huge cut on my hand. But after that, I went on the ship, and it kind of got a little bit better. But when I went on there, there was like I was gone for like 4 minutes on Earth, but it was like I was gone for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like
it'll be like that
yeah, it was like
because
4:44, and I showed up at 4:47.
there's no time. Like April, my sister April stated, ever since I know her for over a year, when they take her off planet, it usually Earth time about an hour and a half, but off planet she can be away for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's trippy when you come back. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it definitely is. Well, Brim, I want to thank you, man, for coming up here. I see everybody out there. We're going to get to all your questions here on Ashtar Command Night. And Brim, thank you for sharing your synchronicity and your information too.
No problem. I still got more, but I'm probably gonna do it
I know
on
you
my
do.
lives.
I got you. My friend. All right, we'll let you down for now,
All right.
we're going to, and we'll bring you back again too. By the way, I'm going to bring up C Royalty on Ashtar Command Night. C Royalty, I do see you. Hopefully you're still there. C Royalty, if you're still on the show watching, here we go. And we are going to catch up to everybody, I promise.
Hello.
Hey, C Royalty, welcome to Ashtar Command Night. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, and welcome. Hello to everyone.
Yes,
I'm
and go ahead.
I'm new,
Oh,
and
good.
I've been learning a lot of things over the last 6 months, but I never came in on the show like this one. And can you
Ah,
explain? Can I ask a question? Does everybody have a star family?
yes, and I'm sure April will say the same thing.
Yes.
Okay.
They're
Do
saying yes. They're agreeing.
okay. So, Commander, do you all represent the whole universe,
Let me
or
give
maybe I should
myself a mo.
ask it
Well,
differently?
well, we don't represent, well, let me put it this way. And I know my mother and father are listening on the ship, so I'm trying to give the best answer possible, not to give the wrong answer. We represent the very foundation of light. We represent the very foundation of Christ consciousness. From the planets where my parents come from. When I'm in my space body, I come from a different planet. But I'm in the human. I came here as a kid in the 60s, and I chose to come here on mission. I didn't know that there was an Ashtar Command until I became activated when I was in my adult life. In terms of your question, I will tell you this from my understanding is that the Ashtar Command represents all the planetary worlds of light. And when I put it that way, the planetary worlds of light are not just in one universe, but there are many universes and many different dimensions of existence.
Okay.
So beyond 3D understanding of what people on Earth is a 3D understanding, my communications to you is this, that it is more than just one universe.
Right.
And
Okay.
yes. Does
So
that answer your question? I'll let April also chime in here
if it's
too.
more than one universe, are you representing one of them or all of them? That's kind of my question.
Okay, well, the command represents all the multiverse. The command is
Okay.
very vast, and
Right.
it has there's, like on Earth, you have different everything's separated. You have
Okay.
the North America, the South America, you have the European, you have the African.
Correct.
Everything is a separation. Off planet, there's no separation. Everything is sort of like universal.
Okay.
Everything
There's
is
no
one.
everything's
Everything is
one. There's no
one.
border. It's all
Okay,
one.
great. Great. My last question, what's going to happen to the people that are in the prison systems?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well,
And not everybody in those systems are guilty. So, or whatever. Some people are in there through something they did do, something they didn't do, some misconduct, somebody said something wrong, did something wrong in the legal system or whatever. So,
I'm going to leave that to my father or the people on the ship to relay that to April because I don't know how that's going to work,
so
honestly.
I asked this not prisons, but I asked about the other people that wouldn't be going on the ship, and they will stay in the 3D. They will stay as if their life has not changed while everybody else has moved forward.
so that's the
And
answer to
that
my
includes
question.
people in prison. That includes everybody all over the planet. They understand. This is why I like was emphasizing on this. They understand that people are not perfect. They get it. As long as they are either trying to change their lives, doing the next right thing, practicing love and light, because even people in jail can change,
Of course. So, so therefore, those people that stay behind, will they know? This is a stupid question, probably. Will they know?
There's no stupid question.
Will they know why, or will they know that their family went on and everything? Do they know these things, or are they going to be made aware of what happened?
yes,
talking about?
they'll be made aware. Yes.
Yeah. Are you talking about the people in prison or the people just in your family?
Well, I mean anybody that has some family in prison.
Okay. So yeah, April's correct. They will be aware, but also understand the people, whether they're in prison or not, if they're not ready to go
Right.
into that level,
Right.
there is also an alternate Earth where they will be able to work out what the term would be karma.
Okay.
So I use that word because that's an Earth word that people can relate to what
I
karma
understand.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're not going to be neglected or rejected. They're just going to, if they're not ready to go where the majority of humans on Earth are going, which is into the new Earth,
Yes.
they will be at a safe place to work out whatever is going on with them. And when they're ready to now make that conscious leap, they will, they'll be monitored. And then when they're ready to make that leap, I do feel that they will, at that whatever amount of time that is, they will be allowed to ascend to that level where everyone else is.
So
Okay.
they'll be left where they're at till they have
Right.
learned the lessons that they need to learn. When they are ready, they will ascend with the rest of us.
Right.
So there'll
Exactly
be
right.
another appointed time at some point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
It's
All
like
right.
going back to school.
Yeah,
Thank
basically,
you.
yeah.
I've been learning so much, and this has been very helpful to me.
Oh, you're welcome. We send our love to you. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're so
Okay,
welcome.
Sewell. Yeah.
All
And
right.
we're having a good night here. We're going to try to really educate as many people as we can. Let me see here. I think I'm going to bring up Ashley. She had a question. Ashley, go into the guest box, paranormal ghost. So we'll bring a paranormal ghost. And again, if you have a question, before I do this, you have to be over 18. No children on the show. No vaping. No smoking. No drinking. No drunks. No drugs. No cursing. I think that covers it all. And just a lot of respect and over 18. Let's see here. I'm just going to see what the questions are here. Me too, 43. They would be able to. Okay, summon card. Okay, let's see here. I'm just looking at all the things. We'll bring up Paranormal Ghostbuster. You'll be our next guest here. This is Ashtar Command Night, so we're being very focused on the Ashtar
Hello,
Command areas.
hello, April. Hello,
Hello,
Commander.
hello, my friend.
Hey,
It's my
Paranormal.
birthday this week.
I know
And,
it is.
yeah, and I was
Happy
getting a
early
bit worried.
birthday.
I thought, oh no, April's going to be banned until 14th.
No, we
I
got her
know.
back. She's on here now.
Yeah,
So
because I thought I was hoping to get what's his name,
Nick,
Nick, and everyone do the dancing for my birthday.
if we can get 123 more people to follow me, I can start doing lives again, and
yeah.
we'll have a dance party for your birthday.
Oh,
All right.
okay. Yeah. I want to talk about, because I start to learn to do meditation with a star family, but when I close my eyes, I start to see like people, like star people, and get to know me family, and all that came up is do I said to them, do you know April? And they said, yeah, we've seen April most of the time in space. And I said, she's a lovely person. She's one of my star sister too, and Commander. We're talking about you both on my new star family.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, because
beautiful.
I was a bit scared, but they told me not to be scared.
Yeah. You don't have to be
Yeah,
scared of.
because I only learning how to do meditation, and at first I was a bit scared because I've said to myself, am I ready to see them or not, But I thought I'd give it a go.
Well, you know what? If you let go of fear, one of the things I teach is let go. Don't let your mind. Your mind, the brain of a human, tends to do things to you. Like it'll block you from connecting to your star family many times. And a lot of times, if you let go of the fear comes from a transmission in your brain that says, "Okay, you must now paranormal be in fear." No, you don't. You don't have to be in fear. Why would you want to be in fear? If your star family is communicating with you, just focus on them. Don't focus on your brain, which is going to interrupt it. Allow yourself to be centered, disciplined, and go within all the time and just have that beautiful experience that you're having and that connection you're having and just focus on that. And that's all you need to do, you know?
Yeah, because when I close my eyes, I can see like a shadow of them and all that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I
Well,
can't see
then
the face clear.
you will, once you are elevated to even higher frequencies, you'll be able to see them. And also, you'll be able to project yourself out of the physical body when you're sleeping. You'll be able to go into a Merkaba state, or what we call a astral projected state, to wherever they are and actually see them.
Yeah. And also they said to me, I said to them, am I human? They said, no, you're a star family. You've
Yeah,
been
see?
born, you've been on this earth to do some work and
Yeah.
and I said, how come I've been brought up as a human and I do human stuff? They said, your mind has been trained to do human stuff, but you're a star family. And I said, like, I've been that close to get run over by a car when I'm younger, and the star family are protecting me all this time. They've been around me, and the fairies.
Yes, and this
Yeah,
is true.
yeah. Because I said to them, why? That's why I said to them, why my family against me and all that, and people see me different, you know. And I feel like I've been brought up, I'm ugly and all that, but I'm not ugly. But you know, my family think that way. But you know,
Every star seed has a lesson to learn, and you are a much kinder person
Mm,
because of the neglect and abuse that you went through as a child. You are not
mm,
an ugly person. You are a beautiful person inside and
mm.
out. And don't you ever forget that.
Really,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
second that motion that April's saying.
yeah,
Don't ever let anybody tell you that you are a beautiful soul of light, and
yeah.
we're all here having, April, myself, we're all human, right? But
Even
in
if I
truth,
got, yeah. Even if I got difficult learning to read because I can't read properly, and every time I text a message and I thought, oh no, it came out the wrong words.
yeah, but it's what's in your heart that counts. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
it doesn't matter. The words are important, but it's what you feel in your heart. The feeling is the most important thing you can have paranormal. So as long as you have that feeling of love and that nurturing feeling that you love everyone, you are in a better space than the people in that family of yours that might be looking at you very, very much differently than the way we would look at you here. And we look at you here in a very loving way. And the Ashtar Command looks at you on our ships in a very beautiful way. Don't ever
yeah,
feel like you're not loved, because when you're here with us here, you have a lot of people here that love you,
yeah,
and that's the key thing.
yeah. And also, they told me that by next year, people will start seeing spaceship everywhere. You know, people will see signs happening. And I thought, wow,
Yeah,
because that's what they told me.
right now they're doing I'm calling it the peekaboo. So right now they're starting to desensitize people for when big contact does happen. So people around the planet are starting to see ships kind of appearing randomly more often than before. So they're desensitizing people. So when big contact does happen, they're trying to alleviate any fear. And
Yeah,
that's also our jobs too, is to start helping people not be afraid.
yeah.
Mm.
I know my wife having trouble believing in spaceship or UFO, and I said, don't worry, I might get command to send star people into your dreams.
Oh, I don't do that anymore. I'm not sending any ships anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that. I agreed not to do that, April. A while ago, they need those ships, and I've been gifted the ability with my hands to help people, and that's all I'm doing is that. And but yeah, again, it's really a matter of just being centered and being focused on your cosmic Christed consciousness. And if people will do that and not listen to their brain, you'll be able to get there. And it's no rush. I always tell people, when you're trying to amp up yourself to a cosmic Christed consciousness to connect to your star family, it's not like a rush to the end of the run of the, you're running on a track to win, a running race or whatever. There's no race here. I think everybody goes at their own time, and everybody,
yeah,
each day, each moment of your life, you'll get there. People, I hear a lot of people say, I want to be contacted by my star family quite often. And you will. You just have to focus on meditation, a disciplined consciousness, and allow yourself to be in a quiet space for yourself, away from TV sets and noise. That's where you can do it, and just take your
yeah.
time with it. You know.
Even if I wear my headphones when I listen to them, I can hear the star people talking in the background. I thought, am I hearing things or, you
No,
know?
you're hearing them. They
Oh,
just said
okay.
right now they just said you are loved.
Oh, that's great. That's good. That's why
And you're.
I'm very fond of Nick, and Nick's a very good person because he
Yes.
did a good job helping my son with autistic, because I was
Mhm.
having a big worry about my son because he keeps banging his head. He's
Oh
got
my gosh.
ADHD, and
Mhm.
he split his head open. He had a
Ooh.
big incident in a shopping centre, and everyone's taking pictures and making fun and saying bad things about him. And that's why I'm so happy that Nick pops in now and then, and and help him out. He's become more happy and settled down now a bit.
Very good.
Yeah,
Nick talks to him.
yeah, he's a happy boy now.
I'm very
Yeah,
happy for you.
tell Nick keep popping up now and then to keep an eye on him a few times.
He can hear you.
He
Yeah,
hears
and
you.
don't forget, Nick, you got to pop up and say hello because TJ loves to dance. He loves his music. It's just like you, Nick, dancing. He's a dancing boy, or man,
He's a
or
dancing
whatever
boy.
call
There you
him.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he likes to dance with Nick one day.
There you go. All right there, Paranormal. I want to thank you, man, for coming up
Well,
here.
thank you, Rayburn. Keep in touch.
Yeah, absolutely. You know that, brother. We all love
Yeah.
you, all of us. All right. I want to thank you for being here. That's our friend Paranormal in the Philippines. And let's do this here. And again, we are really here to help people on this night. And it's really for me and April. We really care about everybody. And we want you to know if you have questions that we can actually answer them. For the most part, my father, her father, and parents, her mother, father, just in general, the Ashtar Command on the ship. They're watching the show, they're listening to the show, they hear you. And if we don't have the answers, they will definitely tell April through the phone she's using. They're able to transmit through and speak, and she can hear them. And that's all that counts, really, at this point. So let me see here. If you have a question for April and myself, or both of us, you have to be over 18. No children on the show. No drugs. No drinking. No vaping. No smoking. No cursing. No paranormal discussion. No politics, and no religion. And I know there's a lot of people out here, almost 300 people out here. So who has a question and we can answer it, or April and I will just continue to share what we wish to share here tonight. And if the command has anything on the ship, not to leave them out of it. If they have a message that they wish to share, and tell April to tell the public that they feel the public should know my broadcast here, please. Cuddy, I'll bring Cuddy up here. Okay, I'll bring you up here. I think Cuddy's able to come up with over 50. I've had people up here with over 50 followers. If you want to be a guest, go into the multi-guest option, people, and press the multi-guest option. Let's see, NRG. Let me see here. Okay, let me just do this. NRG. I think N-RG. I've just invited you to come up here. If you accept the request, we'll put you up here on the show. N-RG, I'm speaking to you. Are the humans? Let's see if they'll come up here. They have enough followers. Oh, yeah, you've got enough followers. I just sent them a guest request. I'm not sure if they're getting it or not. Oh, Cuddy says I'm shy. So Cuddy's question was, can pets go on the ships too?
Yes. Yes, they can. Pets are treated as equals. They're not considered pets.
Let's see here.
And then KT has a question.
Oh, good. Where's KT?
Says, Aleon, do you or did you have human parents versus parents on the ship? Question mark.
Yes, I had human parents. My mother was the last one to pass. My father had passed in a nursing home. My mother was in a nursing home too. And when she passed, I was there in the hospital with her when she had passed on. So, yes, my earth-based parents are no longer here. But I do have a mother and father off planet, Luna and Robar. My sister's Tia. I have another sister and a brother off planet. So that's my cosmic biological family. My Earth biological family, mother and father, they're no longer here, to answer your question. I think I answered that question.
Yeah. You did.
Oh, good. And I hear Rubio says, my question is, was it Oh, this is interesting. I'll bring Ruby up here. Ruby, I'm going to bring you up here to ask the question of me or April. And don't be shy, folks. Ruby, I just sent you a request to come up. You just have to press the accept button or go to the multi-guest option, and we bring you up there. Oh, here she is.
Hello?
Ruby, yes, welcome to our Ashtar Command Night with April and myself. And can you, if you have a question, please go ahead and ask the question.
Yes, my question is okay. Hold on, give me one second. Okay, the last time I was at the park, not so like maybe like a month ago, my husband and I were looking up at the sky, and we were with our dog Oreo, and we looked up and we were just glancing at the stars, and we suddenly saw like a vibrant star, but with lights around it, and it was like actually it was two of them. I think we took two pictures. I don't have him with me. Like, he has it on his phone, but it was so weird. I made a close up of the picture and the star, and it just kept on like shining, and like I said, it had like colors around it, like light colors. It wasn't an airplane or anything like that. So I'm just wondering if it was them.
I'll refer that question to April.
Yes, that was them. They're saying yes. Oh wow, that's incredible because I've also had weird dreams. I think was I think is like a week ago as well. I dreamt that my husband was with me in the dream. We climbed into like a two-seat. It looked like kind of like an airplane, but it wasn't. Like it was clear. Like I could only see two seats, and everything was invisible. Like I could see the outside, and like I saw like a blue type of light, but it was like if you were like in Antarctica type. But I ended up in a field with the airplane or the ship or whatever it was. It was so weird. This was in my dream.
In your dream.
Yeah.
It's an interesting dream. Any take on that, April?
It might have been her space family trying to start making contact with her. They
Yeah.
might have tried to take her up on the ship with her, with them, and probably do something with her. I'm assuming it's your space family trying to start contact with you. Because the ship
My
was
husband was with
floating.
me, and he doesn't remember anything, but he also but he was with me in my dream. And
Right.
I woke up and I told him, hey, but you were right next to me. And at times he'll let me know what he's dreaming, and that day he's like, I don't remember anything. So it was so weird.
And maybe because your husband isn't quite ready yet, but you are, so he may not quite remember it, but you do.
Yeah.
And that's what's important. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I agree with that. 100% what April's saying. What April's saying, I agree with 100%. I think that's exactly what it is.
Also, I think I was on your show the last time. It was like almost
Yeah.
midnight, and
Yeah.
I spoke. He woke up because he kind of like woke up, and he said he was scared looking at his arm, and he's like, I can't see my arm, it's disappearing. And he was all in shock because that's all he can remember, and that he was scared. I don't know if it was them. So it's just a lot of things has been happening. I've been dreaming, and that's been having these dreams as well. So I was
I
just
would I
curious.
would say, Ruby, that as April said, I agree with 100%. Is that you're starting to vibrate in your consciousness at a certain frequency that's higher than your original consciousness as a human, and you're going to see more clarity in your dreams with your star family, as April was stating. I think your husband, again, to work on the fear part, that's going to be the thing with him, is to work on the fear part of his human consciousness and have him let go of the fear, because he's going to be part of the experience you're having, but his part of it is letting go of the fear. That's the thing holding him back.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he's listening, so.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I would say to your husband, don't fear anything. Follow your wife. She's obviously having positive contact, and you are part of her life, and you will have that experience together.
Yeah, well, I'm just kind of like shocked because I've been I think I just remember that when I was younger, maybe like 9 or 8, my mom would always tell me that she would always catch me talking to somebody, and I don't remember that, but maybe it was them. I have no clue, but
They're saying that they had contact with you when you were 6. That was when you had your first contact. The same thing like with me and the commander. We had both of our first contacts at a young age.
Yeah,
And
we were
they're,
kids.
yeah, they're saying that that they are now trying to make contact with you, and they're saying work on heightening your vibrations. They're saying heighten vibrations. Your husband as well, or they said your mate.
Yeah,
yes, my mate.
there you go.
Wow.
And you know what? And that love you have for each other, Ruby, will
Yeah.
elevate you too. That love that you have for each other will elevate you too. Like April, when she was younger, and I was younger, that I had my first contact when I was a kid in a cul-de-sac. A spaceship appeared with. I mean, I didn't know it was there until I went upstairs, opened my brother's blind, and there were beautiful men and women in light blue spacesuits, and they were looking at me through the windows of the ship, and clear as night, I felt nothing but love. They told me that I wasn't from Earth. They said that I was from not here, and I didn't know it was called Ashtar Command because I was a kid. How would I know that, you know? But that quantum jumped me over the years as growing up to see spaceships all the time. Like, way up in the atmosphere, I see squadrons of spaceships. I'd see individual spaceships. I saw spaceships many years. I was more focused on space than I cared about anything else. So I've had, like April, my first experience was preteen, and it was
Wow.
at night.
It was crazy, and I'm just like my heart's like beating fast because um it's just that feeling that I don't know. It's a weird feeling that I'm feeling right now. I don't know if it's good. It's just to know that they actually tried to contact me in the past, and
Hmm.
now it's just
No, you shouldn't be feeling afraid of it. Allow
no. I'm
yourself
not
to.
afraid. I'm not afraid.
I think it's just because she just got acknowledgement that she's.
Oh,
Yes,
the acknowledgement. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
It's a
incredible.
little bit to get used to that the space people that are on the spaceship of the command right now, they're communicating through April's phone, this one specific phone. So they hear everything you're saying. They are
Well,
acknowledging
hello.
you, and yes, they can hear everything you're saying, and they can also see all the comments. They have a monitor on the ship where they're monitoring, and they're watching the show too.
Well, all I can say is thank you for contacting me, and I am hoping for more contact. And I hope there's nothing blocking, any blockage or anything, so I can actually
I'm
have
sorry, I
to.
don't mean to cut you off. They're saying you are loved and you are ready.
Oh,
That's
wow,
what you just said.
that's great. That's awesome. I am ready.
You are. Ruby,
Thank you
thank
very
you
much.
for being here, your husband for being there with you, and you're a blessing and you're loved.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a nice night, and thank you again.
You are so welcome. Welcome back, Ashley.
And Ashley, if Ashley wants to come on, I think she tried to ask a question. Ashley, if you go into the multi-guest option, Ashley, on the multi-guest option, for some reason you don't have a guest thing on your TikTok, and I can't bring you up for some reason. Courtney, where's Courtney? Let me go backwards. Courtney. I will bring Courtney up if I see her. I know she's in here somewhere. Where's Courtney? Courtney, say hello and I'll bring you up. Or go into the multi-guest option, Courtney. Where's Courtney? Courtney had a question. Where's Courtney? You're watching Ashtar Command Night here. We'll bring Courtney up. And again, you have to be over 18. No kids on the screen. No smoking, no vaping, no drinking, no drugs. no paranormal discussion, no politics, no religion. And that's pretty much covering the whole thing. We want to welcome everybody here to our show. This is always a special evening. We haven't been able to do this with April for a few weeks because so many things have happened, but we're so glad that we're finally getting back to being together on live together on this special night. So Ashley has something happening with her. Her gift option is coming up to try to give us a gift, or let's see here. And Nicole, I don't see Courtney's question. I don't even see Courtney. I'm assuming nothing or something happened to them. Okay. And again, we're here for your questions. And also to my space family, I want to say hello. I know they're listening. Rubar, Luna, my two sisters and brother. I send you my love here as you're watching the program on the ship. I hope you're doing well. I know you're working hard in the mission, and I send you my love.
Love you, son. That's what they just said.
And I also will say to you, when the time is for you to come to my house and go on the ship, I look forward to hugging each of you. I can't wait to hug you physically, and I'm a hugger, and I just look forward to finally, after so long being on Earth, getting to hug my parents off planet. It's just that little thing. That's my gift to you, as a hug.
Your dad's laughing. Your dad's laughing. He says you take after him.
I do?
Yeah. He's laughing because you said you're a hugger. He started laughing. He says he takes after me.
My dad's a hugger too?
Yeah, that's what he just said. He was laughing. He was laughing. He says you take after him.
Well, when I come on the ship, Dad, I'm going to see who can give the best hug in the world.
He said
I am
me.
looking forward.
He said me.
He said, I'm not going to have a competition here, but if I'll because he's my dad, I'll let him get away with it. So definitely, so there's a lot of great things happening here. I've been feeling that we're really moving forward in a beautiful way. We've helped a lot of people on the show in general that have been having mental healing of trauma from things that had happened with low vibes, and we're really doing a lot now to move forward. Let's see. So Telly, thank you. Telly saying to us, April, Ashtar Command Night has answered a lot of questions I've had tonight. Amazing.
I'm glad we could help.
Oh no, Courtney. We're gonna bring Courtney up. There's Courtney. Courtney, you have to set your. Give me your question, because you have things set to private, Courtney. If you set your setting on your TikTok to public, I'll try to bring you up here. You have to have over 50 followers for audio. Courtney, what's your question? Let me see here. Judy says they enjoy my father in the dance parties.
Yeah, he does a chicken dance.
I will say this to my parents. When you are coming through the rift, if you can let April take some photos, clear photos that I can show people of my family's faces. It would be, if there's a possibility of doing that when you're physically in her home, that would be great. If you can please do that before you start any dance parties. Let her take some pictures of you, and this way she can send me the pictures and I can share them with everybody and show people my loving parents that are on the ship. That would be nice. Now let's see here. So I'm going to turn it back to April. I'm really surprised there's not a whole lot of questions right now. Anything else you'd like to share that we can publicly state in beautiful ways for people to know about, or how we can get people ready for things?
Yeah, I was just I was really excited about the arcs. That's some really big news. And I was, I had been curious about how I thought they were going to like take individuals and, do the aging process. I was just guessing, because I never know anything until they actually tell me stuff or I hear.
That's right.
But they informed me that while mass people are inside these cryostasis arcs, their aging process will be brought back, so they will be as they emerge from these arcs, they will be younger. So Brim was right. Like, people are going to be able to pick an age, and most people now know about these arcs and know this is going to happen. So people will have an age set in their mind that they want to be, and that's the age that they will be brought back to.
And isn't that beautiful what April's sharing? And it's very exciting to know that we were never really, excuse me, whether you're 70 or 80 or 90 or even 50, we were never supposed to look like we were like 1,000. Like, we were never supposed to look like our faces falling apart, our hair was jumping out of our head, and all our fingernails are falling off. And I'm being kind of facetious here, but basically what we're saying is that we're going to be able to be in the true nature of our being, our true being in the cosmic state of consciousness, when we're in our ability to choose at that point, our aging process, we are able at that point we're basically regenerating our molecular structure of our body to what we're supposed to look like, which is young. So if you were 100 years old, you should look like you're 20 or 30. And that's again, now understand, our space family is thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years old. So even when April goes on the ship, she can look at her parents and they look like they're 20 or 30, right, April?
Oh yeah, I look older than they do, and it's pretty embarrassing. I look like I'm their parent.
Yeah, but you're their child.
Yes.
You're their child. I can just see when I get on the ship and I see my mother and father, and they look at me, and I'm like, oh, maybe I look like I'm their parent. But
Right.
in fact, once this thing happens with the ability to change our aging, our whole molecular structure of our human body will go back to a much younger looking age. The other part of it is that when we get through with the human experience of our physical human experience, we'll be able to go back into our space bodies, which are in stasis right now.
Yes, and that's the groups of five will be able to go back to, if they so choose, or we can come back and go on to the crystal ships, because we've already made our decision, but we will be the ones going on the crystal ships, and our aging process will also be brought back to a younger state.
And KT, we're not ignoring you. KT, if you will go and change your setting on your TikTok, if you have over 50, you have 86 followers. KT, I think it's K Tillman. Change your setting on your TikTok. You got to go out and come back in. Change your setting to public. It's in private. No one can follow you. And if you change it to public, I will try to bring you on live here. KT, I see you in there. I tried to bring you up, but your setting is private. You need to set it to public. For the moment, I'm going to bring up, who was the one that wanted to ask a question here?
I think Courtney has a question. Courtney, ask your question.
Yeah, Courtney, where are you? Where's Courtney? Is she still there, Courtney? Courtney, we're focused on you if you're there, and you mentioned your question. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah. Julie, after contact, after we come off of the arcs, there will be like hospitals or medical facilities set up with their technology and the med beds. They have a lot of technology. It's not just about the med beds.
And that's only a very minor point. The med beds are one of the things, but there's going to be many other things that are going to be brought about that are even more so than the med beds.
Yeah,
Rita,
they have a lot stored on our planet right now that is waiting to come up after contact happens.
And Rita Sanders getting in the box. I know who Rita Sanders is. Rita, welcome to.
Hi,
Hello,
Rita.
welcome to.
Hey,
Rita, and welcome
my
to our
ears are
Ashtar
kind of
Command Night.
stuffy, so this is going to be hard. I have
You'll be
been
all right.
vibrating for like 4 days now. So is that a good thing, or
It
am I
is.
just am
That
I
is a
just
good
anxious?
thing. That is good. That means you are shifting with us. That
I
means you are
want
going
to.
through the shifts.
I swear, I
Forward.
want to, April, so bad.
You are moving forward with us. That's why your body is
Thank
vibrating.
you.
Are your ears ringing too?
Yes, both
Yes.
of them.
Yeah,
Both
I've
of
been
them.
going through the same thing.
Because it used to be just my right ear, but now it's both of them.
Try some chamomile tea. It'll help ease up some of that a little
Okay,
bit
I've
for
got
you.
I've got the pills.
Okay.
You got the
Perfect.
pills.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Very good, Rita.
Thank you so much.
You are so
And I
welcome.
love what y'all are doing.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Rita.
And
Love you.
in April, I'm sorry that you were cut off, but
That's okay.
I don't know who would have done that except
There-
for
there
like the
was some-
government or something.
There was some trolls in my live that night.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
It's,
trolls.
it's okay.
we were having such a good time.
I need
Well-
173 people, and I can go live again on Friends with Fairy 2222.
I will do that. I'll change it. Well, I'll
Just follow
try
it.
to
That's all
find
you
my
have to do.
settings and all that to requests.
You just have to follow it. Just look up the Friends with Fairies 22 and follow it, and that's all you have to do.
Okay.
And that's and Courtney, what's happening is it's really interesting with TikTok, and this is not any one person. It filters people's questions. So Courtney 81, I do see you. Courtney, I do see you. I'd like to get you on the show, but I don't see your question. Phantom, I'm gonna randomly bring people up here. Phantom, thank you for that.
Oh, April, that's about the only question that I had.
Okay, Rita. Thank
Thank
you
y'all.
so much for coming up, Rita.
Sure.
Hey Rita, we
Y'all
love
have a
you,
good
and I
night.
hope you
We love you,
too.
Rita.
You're doing well. I'm going to take Rita down. I'm going to randomly pick if I don't see your question, it's because it's being filtered. Let's see here. Phantom is going to be our next guest on Encounters. Phantom, I'll bring you up here. And welcome to a night of the Ashtar Command with April and myself. Welcome, Phantom.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Welcome.
Hey, it is so nice to meet you guys, Commander and April.
Hi.
I have been, listen, I was scrolling through TikTok one night and I came upon the Commander. And to be honest, I started watching because I thought, what is this crazy? What is going on here? And let me tell you, then I found April, of course, through the Commander. And man, I have been every time you guys are on, I'm on. And April, I've seen your lives, and let me tell you something, girl. When I saw a fairy walk across her lawn, it walked right across under the light across her lawn, and it was no big deal to her because she sees it all the time. For me, it was life changing. It really was.
And that's why I do it. It's so people know.
I'm so glad you do. I'm so glad you do. And I encourage you to just keep going because truly it was life changing. And quickly, my I don't mean to ramble, but my question is, for both of you actually, how do you deal with your family members who think that you're just nuts? I come from a very religious family, evangelical. And I am not, but they are. And so do your family agree with you? Do they understand? Commander, is your wife supportive? Your children, your
Oh,
April, is your daughter?
hmm
My
my,
daughter has gifts too, so she also sees
Oh,
things and
beautiful.
fairies and whatnot. So she doesn't think that I'm crazy, but I do have the family members that glaze over, and I'm like, how can
Sure,
you just look at? I'm showing you these pictures. Look,
sure, sure, sure.
they
Yeah.
they glaze over. You know, they get so tired of hearing it from me.
oh
They just
man,
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
For
Commander, what
me,
about you?
well, I have a brother in Long Island, New York. We don't talk to each other too much. I love him, but we seem to be very distant from each other. I have another cousin in upstate New York near Woodstock. Her and her husband, they're artists. They know about the Ashtar Command, and they're definitely tuned in. We've talked about it, but really my family in general, a lot of the cousins and relatives, they really don't know anything about it. We don't really talk to each other too much. My wife knows about it. My daughter does. I told my daughter a long time ago, I think a few months ago, actually, I said, I got to tell you something. It's really important. I said, yeah, I want you to understand this. I said, there's going to be a time when I'm going to be taken on a spaceship. I said, I don't know the time or the day or the night, and I'm okay with that. But there's going to be a time when I'm taken on a spaceship, and I want you to know that what I'm telling you is true. And my
Wow.
daughter has abilities. She doesn't talk about it. She comes on my live once in a while as B, and she watches the show. And she's been on watching me. She knows what I do, and well, she obviously knows because she lives here. But she accepted. My wife knows that eventually I'm going to be going off planet and coming back. She's had her own experiences, and she is very much tuned into things. So on a scale of my own family here in the house, I made sure that I was very transparent with them, and I told them that there's going to be a time when I might not be in the house for an hour because I'll be on the ship for somewhere doing something for 2 or 3 weeks in a non-linear time period. So they're very aware of it. My brother, we don't really talk much to each other. It's just the way it is. I love
Sure.
him.
Yeah.
I have a sister-in-law. I love them. But none of them really know about what I'm about, the space part of me.
Do people have different mates on the ship
Yes.
than they do
Yes,
here?
I have a space mate and I actually found him on Planet
Oh,
and
wow.
we are in contact and he is very, very, very supportive.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, you guys are awesome. You're
Thank you.
wonderful. You're just the best part of my day. And I thank you so much for talking to me, and I will be watching.
Awesome. Thank you.
All
And
right,
go follow
guys.
Friends with Fairies 2222 so I can go
I did. I already did
Okay,
right away
awesome.
yesterday. And listen, now I'm waiting for my space family, man. I'm waiting for my space family. I can't wait.
That's really weird.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right. That was really strange. I don't know. For a minute, I thought I saw a flash of light in front of me. That was weird.
Oh, was it
They
what was it?
They just said yes.
Cool.
Well,
It was
okay, I had
them?
I
I
had
don't
a
know if
flash
they're
of light.
saying yes to you or yes to her. They just said, can you clarify?
Okay,
Oh,
so
they're saying yes. They're saying yes to her. They're saying that because you said you're ready for your space family, and they said yes, and they said soon. And Commander, that was your guard. He just opened the rift for a second. He was peeking in.
Oh wow, that was really the first time. So right in front of me, where I just got to tell people this, in front of my TV set, this blue opening happened like really quick. There was an opening of blue, and then it closed.
They do
I
that
swear.
from time to time. It might be the lighting behind you. They might have thought there was something, so he peeked in real quick.
Amazing.
Well,
Oh,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
they're saying yes.
Yeah, that was the first time that happened on my lives. So thank you for doing that. So now I know that when they come to take me on the ship, the rift can open right in the room, and I can just walk right into the ship that way. So, yeah.
Wow, that is so cool.
That just happened to me now, and I just saw this flash of light beyond the camera, and I said, "Wait a minute!" and I'd never seen that happen before. So thank you.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you guys. Really
You're so
appreciate you.
welcome.
Really. All right. Hopefully
No,
we'll talk soon.
we will. We
Awesome.
will.
All right.
And I know Courtney's been trying to ask a question. Where's Courtney? Courtney, where are you, Courtney? I really do want to, I am very conscious of people here. So I really don't ignore anybody. I just have to. Courtney was saying something
Maybe if
before, and
Courtney rephrases the question in a different way. Courtney, rephrase it in a different way. That way they won't skip. They won't not put your question up.
yeah.
TikTok is slick like that.
And while she's doing that, oh no, here's Courtney. I got her. Courtney, good. Courtney's coming up live. I am so glad, Courtney.
Commander was on a mission.
I was on a mission, really. I care about everybody. April knows that.
Hi.
Hey, Courtney, we finally got you on here, and now we can talk to you. Welcome to Ashtar Command
Nice
Night.
to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I had a couple questions actually. So I began my journey about a year ago, which I had known for a while that I had gifts, but I kind of just was one of them people that tried to ignore it, I guess, because of how my family was.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been trying really hard over the past 6 months to try to open them fully because I feel like I should be doing something to help people. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to ask, April, if she could ask them, what I could do to possibly, I don't know if I got some kind of blocks going on or what the situation is. But for example, I'm very intuitive. I see spirit. I can feel them. I just can't hear them. And I started working on this journey for a personal reason to begin with at first because I had lost my brother and then my dad within a few months apart. And I could feel them, when they were visiting me, but I couldn't hear them.
Yeah,
so it led me on a whole different journey. And then all this stuff started happening, crazy stuff that I would be like, that did not just happen. For example, a couple weeks ago, I was telling a friend of mine this. I was looking out in my backyard and I swear I saw a butterfly with legs. And it just shocked me. I was like, I did not just see that. Just to me, stuff that's like that, that's stuff you see in the movies. That did not just happen.
Right. Yeah, that was a glamour, and they're letting you see them. They're allowing you now to see them because you are open. I would suggest, Courtney, get yourself outside. Start grounding yourself with nature. That will start naturally unblocking any blockage that you have.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot here, especially for the past couple weeks. My neighbors probably, I'll be out there talking to my willow tree, having a whole conversation to myself, I guess. But, out there by my pond and stuff, feeding the fish. But I just feel like I'm supposed to be doing something more, and I can't pinpoint what it is I need to do to try to get that to that point, I guess, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah,
don't be in a rush. That's what starts because it sounds like you're in a big hurry to move things forward, and I get it. I do because I was where you were at once, and I just wanted to push right through it. And you just got to give yourself some time, and nature will naturally help you start unblocking whatever blockage it is that you have, so your natural abilities will start coming out. I'm telling you, I promise you that's what it is. You need to ground yourself more with Mother Earth because Mother Earth will help you unblock all of that.
Okay. And my other question was, I had missed it because I stepped away for a minute. My youngest son's still up. But when you lose loved ones, are you able to see them when you go over to the new Earth? Are they there, or how does that work?
Not necessarily.
No.
Go ahead, April.
No. When you lose loved ones, when they are completely gone, their energy is dispersed amongst everything. They go back to everything, because we are all energy, essentially. They go back into us, they go back into the planet, they go back into the plants, they go back into the stars, they go back into everything.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
Okay.
when loved ones are deceased, their energy is dispersed everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They have the
Okay.
capability to come back and see us and watch over us and all of that, but their energy is literally everywhere.
And the other
Yeah,
thing
because
too,
it's
yeah,
like I can feel like, especially my brother, like randomly, different times through the month, I can feel like when he's standing by me, like intuitively I know it's him, but I can't hear anything.
You may not have, some people have clear audio, which means they can hear spirit,
Uh-huh.
and you may just have the ability just to see them.
And I can
Yeah.
also, I don't remember what it's called, but a friend of mine told me, and I had done forgot, but where you can smell random things out of nowhere.
That's me. Oh my God, it's so strange. I can smell energy, and it's that's one of the
Yes.
weirdest gifts I've ever
Just
had.
the weirdest smells out of nowhere. And I forgot what she said it was, but it was another Claire.
Yeah.
yeah.
And all
The
of
other
these
thing,
things I've had since I was a kid. And like, I don't remember anything prior to the age of 8. Like, I've been through a lot in my life. And I think a lot of that put a lot of that on hold too. So it's like even though I know I shouldn't be rushing it, at the same time, right now, it's the one major thing that makes me happy and gets me excited. And
yeah.
like, I'm just
So just
Well,
so
you know what?
excited about it.
the spirit that is coming to you, just help them. If they are
Yeah.
coming to you and they will show you in like a flip, like almost like you're watching a picture in your head,
Yeah.
whatever they need. And those are the ones that
Okay.
you need to be helping. Those are the ones you
Gotcha.
help move forward. Let them know it's okay. Sometimes they
Where's the
just
mu-
need
Okay.
where's the music coming from?
sometimes
Sorry, I
they
was walking through the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
sometimes they
So
may just need you just to listen or watch their story, and
yeah.
that helps move them forward.
Okay.
Yeah, the other thing is when you move them forward, they can also be they might have been like in between being stuck in like a between the dimension that they left here physically, and then again, many when they leave their physical form, when that time is done, many of them also have star bodies too. But the question is, they might not even know it, because some people that are human that pass their human physical body, and what we call there is no death, but they leave their physical body, they don't know where they're to go next, or they're not sure. Others
Right.
will come here, like, so if they came here, remembering that they were from another planet, they leave their physical body at 80 years old. They are now going to go back to that star body in stasis on a spaceship. But
Yeah.
again, you have billions of human beings, so not everyone's having the same vibrational experience.
Right. So
Okay.
if they're just gone, like, you know what I mean, gone, like deceased, then their energy would be dispersed. And I'm sorry, I should have said that too, Commander. But if they have a specific mission, like here on planet, and their mission is done and their avatar is done, then they will go back to their star seed self, unless they have another lesson they want to learn. Then they will be reborn into another avatar.
Okay. And my
Yeah.
last question, so other people can ask. Sorry, I just have so many. How do you know, like, for example, if I'm a star seed or like what I am? How do you learn that?
You want to take that question, April?
She's Palladian.
I'm Palladian.
No doubt about it, yes. That's your
Okay.
energy you're putting off.
Wow. Okay.
That's one of my
So
reactivated gifts. I'm
so
sorry.
now I need to research on that.
And you know about the Palladian thing is all you have to do is research within. See, this is the key thing we tend to do as humans, because we have all this technology and websites and everything. And that's not to
Right.
say that websites aren't good, but I always try to teach people one very important thing is that if you go within yourself, you learn how to be telepathic. You can learn how to meditate, slow it down a bit, just allow yourself to do 20, 30 minutes of meditation in a quiet space. No TVs, no noise, no people, whether it's at an empty beach, in a state park, wherever you want to go, or just in your own room. Allow
Okay.
yourself to be at peace and allow yourself to meditate in your meditations. call out to your Palladian star family and say, I am a Christed being of light on earth. I wish to connect with my Christed star family from the Pleiades star system. And if you do that meditation, it's not a rush thing. There's no rush
Okay.
to the finish line. It's just, it's not even a competition. You just have to do it for yourself. Do the breathing exercises, breathe in, breathe out a few times, relax your mind, relax your body. And then, in time, you will have contact, as April said, with your Palladian star family.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful that you let me come up here. I was having a hard time. I'm still new to the TikTok thing, so I don't even know how to send gifts or nothing yet. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Oh man, you'll get there eventually. It was confusing for me.
I feel so way behind.
You'll get there. Just relax. You'll learn how to do TikTok gifting and everything. It just takes time. I was new to this at one point myself. April was too. You'll get there. You're doing good.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, guys.
Courtney, thank you.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see here. I'm going to bring you down. And I'm going to bring somebody else up here.
Thank you.
She was really good, Courtney, to get her up here. And let's see, who's the next? Well, there was somebody in the queue. Again, if anyone has questions, put it in the comment section so myself and April can know what the questions are. We're here to be transparent. We're here representing the Ashtar Command. If you have a question for the Ashtar Command, they're watching the show right now. And our parents, April's parents, my parents are listening to the show through this phone that she has. They can hear the questions. So if you have a question and you've not been able to ask it, please do. This is a night where we want to have you learn stuff about who we are and the beautiful things that we will bring to this planet as we get closer to global contact with the people of Earth. And I do have one in queue here.
Blessed Mom had so we won't be able to see them in physical form anymore. If they are a starseed with a specific mission, and you move forward like with the shift and go on to the arcs and all that good stuff, you will see them in physical form. Again, they will be in their original starseed form if they so choose to do that. If not, and they have another mission to do and they come back in human form, that's what they'll be, is in human form.
And that's a good answer. And this other person, N. Cole, we're going to bring her up. I think I'm pressing the button here. Our next guest. And this also will be, as it's being recorded, tomorrow I'll have this on my YouTube channel, so you'll be able to watch it if you missed any part of the program. Ashtar Command special. N. Cole, good evening. Good morning.
Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Oh, cool. Hello, everyone. I'm a little bit nervous.
No, don't be nervous. You're in good hands with the Ashtar Command.
Thanks. I've just been wondering, I've been seeing a lot of, I believe it's contact, and I just wonder if it's part of the Ashtar Command or if it's something else that I see, because I see a lot.
You're saying the Ashtar Command.
Nice.
You are definitely a starseed for sure. That's their energy that you're giving off, and they are showing themselves to you. Your space family has been trying to contact you.
Yeah, I know. They've been out here. I just don't know what the barrier is. That's what I'm wondering about.
They are trying to do it slowly as to not frighten you.
Oh, I'm not scared, April.
Let me tell you, everybody always says that, but when first contact happens, like even with myself, I slam the door in my space father's face.
Right. I remember that.
Ready for the first
I remember that.
I remember that too when she
And
did
I'm like,
that.
I'm out there dancing with them every night and seeing them and seeing special things and spaceships.
Keep doing all of that. Are you having dreams too?
Yeah, they're not quite staying in my memory when I wake up. So that's the part I'm trying to work on somehow. I don't know how to work on it.
Write things down as soon as you wake up. write things down, it'll
Okay.
start making
Okay.
sense.
Okay. And another question is, with all that I've been learning, how to approach my family about it, because I haven't told them anything. They think
Really?
I'm crazy. You know, the everyone says they think I'm crazy. They already think I'm crazy, by the way. Jokes.
Hmm.
And
Right.
but I just don't know how to approach it. It's
Hmm.
not, and they're very, my kids and my family are all high vibrational and intellectual, or I don't know how to put it, but they're gifted too.
Well, why don't you just sit down and talk with them?
Mm.
You
Have
know,
them
because they already know that you are different. They obviously love you for your being different. You know,
right.
just sit
Yeah.
down
If
and
you.
talk to them. Tell them what
Yeah.
you're seeing. Tell them what you've been going through. You know, and be
Okay.
very serious about it, because that way they won't think that you're joking or playing. You know, be very
Yeah.
serious when you have this
Right.
conversation with them.
Right.
And you know what? And they're more apt to be open now than the parents that were not open or family that were not open 30 years ago on the planet. I
Right.
think that
So ready for
there's
this.
too much. Say again, April?
I just said yes. I was agreeing with you, and I was saying our planet is so ready for this right now. People are more open today than they used to be.
Right.
Yeah,
And at my
absolutely
family, I
correct.
mean my children and my grandkids and
Yeah.
stuff that, we're
Oh, of
really
course.
close. My
I agree.
siblings and stuff, they can come to and be a part of it, but they don't really understand it like we do. Like
But that's
my kids
okay.
always have to.
You're going to be the one that's going to teach your siblings that don't understand it, and your little kids are going to be the ones that do understand it, because
They
they
do
came.
already. They
They
do
do
already.
see
The babies already say.
exactly.
I mean, like 4 months ago was right before April's first dance party with us, I think, and my
Mm-hmm.
4-year-old granddaughter said, "Our space family's here." She just said it and kept playing,
Oh,
and I
she
was like,
said it.
"What did you say?
Yes. See.
Can you say that
Yes, the
again?" She's
little
like,
ones.
and you know how little kids are. They're like, "That's all the information you get. Sorry, I'm
Yes.
gonna go play with this doll now," and so that's
It's
all
the
you
truth.
get.
The little kids are
Yeah.
like when we were little kids, they came into human form, but they come from the stars, they come from cosmic families of light. And so when the kid said that, the kid's speaking of truth.
Right. Right. I know. I remember having something happen when I was younger. I had
Hmm.
a what's it called, imaginary friend, and his
Oh,
name
yeah.
was Mr. Nobody that I played with, and for a while, but when he disappeared was when I got upset. So that
Oh.
must be like an age where you start changing, and you
Hmm.
know,
Yeah, when they start
maybe we're
convincing
gonna
you that these things are not real.
right,
Right.
and maybe we're gonna tell the wrong person, and and in
Right.
the '60s you didn't want that because they would have put me in a mental ward probably.
But because
And
you are
that
so high vibrational and because you are so gifted, which you are gifted, I can, like I said, one of my gifts is energy, smelling
right,
energy.
yeah,
And you have a sweet smell to you, so that means you're very high vibrational.
hmm
And it means that your energy is very high too.
okay,
So that being said, is you've had gifts most of your life, and you've just been afraid to talk about them.
Yeah.
right. And the main gifts I do have that my family knows is that I have the gift of healing and the
Mm.
discernment and the we pray for me for this and that and this and that, and it works every time, so everyone's always talking to me when they need prayer,
Which is why you were so drawn to the Commander shows, because Commanders also has the gift of healing. Healers connect together. Their
Oh, okay.
energies do.
Okay. I
Yeah,
see.
and that's what in my show recently, and I thank my father, which April talked about one time I was on the ship. I asked, this is a few weeks ago actually. He did something, touched my forehead, and he's watching right now. I want to thank him for giving me the ability to help heal people remotely,
Mm.
and I'm very thankful and humble that I don't use it all the time, but I've used it when people have told me their stories, and I'm using it in
Right.
various ways, and so I'm very thankful for giving more
Well,
abilities to do things. You know what I mean?
yeah, my niece got um not the sepsis, but cellulitis
Yeah.
on her leg. And I went to the hospital. She had me bring her to the hospital, and we were in the hospital room waiting for the doctor to come in. And I said, "Will you let me try something and let me pray for it and pray for you?" And she's like, "Please do," because her leg was swollen and terrible, like what April went through, kind of.
Yeah.
And I just put my hands down and did my prayer along her leg, the bottom of her leg, and she watched it. The whole thing disappeared from the red color, and it just
Right.
vanished right in front of us.
There you
They're
go.
saying
See?
it's true.
And the
They're
hospital
saying
still
it's
kept
true.
her.
I'm
Pardon?
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but they just came in and said it's true.
Yeah. I told her I have to wash my hands. There's a certain process that I do when I do
Yeah.
this, so I don't keep the illness on me, and I have to
Right.
release it.
Yeah, you always
But,
got to do that. If you're healing
yeah.
like that, and it's true, what
Yeah.
I do after I work with somebody who's been abducted, and I've worked on their energy field with my palm of my hands, I always
Right.
give it back up to the
I
Creator.
often wonder
I
about
don't
that.
you don't want to hold on to anything when you're working with people like this.
Right.
And even when I get off my lives, there's a portal, because every time I do the shows, there's a portal opening, and what I do is I have my guards and the angels that are here. The angels go from the basement. They work every floor of a 3-story old house here, and they go into every room, and we gather all those that are to go pass over through the portal. Most people don't know I do this. Some people do, but at the end of each program, I do that, and then I close the portal, and I thank the angels for doing what they do to help people cross over into the radiant light. And I have to do that because I bring so much energy here that I always have to make sure I clear everything out from the apartment complex of the house, which I do every night
Oh,
at
okay.
the
I
end of my
see.
program. Yeah. Yep. I that's for me. That's what I do. Because of the nature of what I'm doing, I bring a lot of energy of light here, and it attracts everybody to want to are looking to cross over, and I do that after I get off the show.
I'm also able to heal animals. I've never paid for a vet bill.
Oh,
And
that's
my whole
good.
family, I can do animals too. So,
Oh, great.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Cole, well, thank you for being here. I
Yep.
appreciate
Thank you.
your work, what you're doing. We all appreciate you. The Ashtar Command appreciates you, and thank you so much for what you do.
Thanks. Thanks for having me, you guys.
All right, and you're very welcome. Let me do this here, and let's see. We have, oops. Oh yeah, Julie. Come on, computer. Let's see here, Julie. I'm going to get Julie here somewhere. Where's Julie? I'm just trying to bring Julie up. Here we go. I'm going to bring Julie up. Julie has a question. Julie Johnson. All right, Julie. Glad to have Julie on with us on Ashtar Command Night. Julie Johnson. We're doing well. Thank you. Thank you, Susan, for the hat. And Julie, welcome to the show. Yeah, there's some noise. You have a TV on in the background or something?
I can turn that off.
Yeah, if you can turn that off,
There
that'd
we
be great.
go. Okay, it was nice hearing from you guys tonight. I have seen your show, Commander, before.
Thank you.
Several times, and I listen every time I go through. So, but I'm new to, like, I've been waking up, being in the rabbit holes, but the part about the aliens and everything, that's only been about a year. But it's been a little over a year because I was seeing ships in the sky. There was 5 of them every night, every single night in the same place. And 2 of them it got to the point where I would actually carry on conversation with these, and it would move. I mean, like, I made like a code. Like, if you go straight up and down, yes. If it's no, side to side.
You
And
want to take
I
that
would
one,
ask these.
Commander?
Yeah,
Pardon
I'll
me?
let you take that, April. I'm gonna have April answer that question.
So
Answer your comment. I mean,
that's your space family contacting you.
It is.
Yes, it is. That's
So
why
I
they
do
were there
have.
every single night. That's why they were moving for you. That's why they were trying to make contact with you. Like I was telling the other guests, is that they do it slowly so they don't
Yeah.
frighten you. So they do these little peekaboo shows with you, and then they'll go on to make bigger contact with you. Maybe in your dreams. Are you having dreams as well?
Like I said earlier, I had epilepsy growing up, and I've never been able to dream.
Because of
I
your
don't.
epilepsy. That's not because of
Yeah,
your epilepsy.
it
You're
was
not dreaming because you're a special star seed. That's because you're
really.
an angelic star seed.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's real common for human avatars not to dream if they are angelic star seeds, because I don't dream either.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel a lot better. I thought
yeah.
there was something wrong with me, or I
No,
No, there's
needed to
there's
nothing.
nothing
ground
wrong
more,
with
or.
you.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong with you.
Okay, so
Uh,
I'm on the
uh,
right path.
You
you're on
are.
the right path, and I can also agree with April too. I don't dream all the time either. And when I go off planet to the ship to meet my parents in an astral projection or whatever, and
Right?
I don't ever remember it, but I understand it happens. I know when I go off planet is when I'm really sleepy and I can't keep my eyes open during the day. And if I'm not when I'm working, but if I'm home and
Right?
sitting in the living room, all of a sudden I go out. Sometimes I miss my live once in a while because I'm taken out. I don't. I just like say, oh, what? How come I fell asleep? It's supposed to be on 11 o'clock. It's midnight. I said, no, I'm not going on at midnight, and I don't because it's like midnight. I think, oh, there's not going to be anything on, although there will be. I just choose to say I'm off my schedule, and but many times I will go off planet on the ship, and I just don't remember it because I'm doing it astrally, not
Uh-huh.
physically yet. But I am doing it that way. But so
How's the best way to learn to astral project?
how's the best way to learn to astral project? Really through
Uh-huh.
meditation. I think if you meditate, I like to use when I've done workshops, I take people off planet. I use very high ambient meditation music. And
Okay.
in the music I will have the people, like when I've done my workshops, they all close their eyes in a circle, and I do like a 2 hour workshop, which I thought was too long now that I reflect back on it. But I would take them off planet, and they keep a journal next to their seat or wherever they're sitting. When they came back, they would write what they experienced on the golden ship of light, which is as big as the Earth. There's a ship that is a living ship. It's a golden ship, and I used to do these. I haven't done the workshops in a while, but I have taken
Okay.
them to the ship. A big doorway opens up, and they go on the ship, and there's many space people from different planets, and they meet their star family members on this ship. And because it's as big as the Earth, this particular living ship, there are waterways, there are mountains, there are different areas. There's a control center. There's meditation areas. So through meditation, if you do like 20 minutes of meditation and focus on the inner self, the cosmic self, you can
Uh-huh.
allow yourself before going to sleep to make a decision that before I go to sleep, as a cosmic being of light that's from another star system, I want to learn how to allow myself to go and be protected as I leave my physical body. I ask
Right.
for my Christed guides to be with me, and they will be with you. And as you do this kind of work in meditation, you'll be able to travel to where you come from. But again, it doesn't happen
Right.
overnight. It's a practice. It's something you would practice, and in time you'll be able to do it.
Okay. That's answers most of my questions, because I've been trying, like, I've been doing meditations and grounding 3 times a day
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of thing, because I wanted to meet my spirit team, my higher self.
Mm-hmm.
And I just haven't, not being able to dream, and not, I wake up tired all the time, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why, or
Mm-hmm.
or if I'm Well, I thought I was doing something wrong. That's what I
No, there's
thought.
nothing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. It's
You're
just a
not.
matter of, it's a learning experience. There's nothing
Right.
wrong you're doing. There's no wrong. It's just a matter of learning new things. And one of the new things is
Okay.
really just centered not on your brain, but on your inner higher self.
Your
There's something
heart.
called the cosmic self. Yeah, and not the physical heart. This is going to be the spiritual heart that you have.
Right.
So as you focus on that, I would suggest just like 20 minutes a day, not going too nuts on it. Do 20, 30 minutes of meditation. Use higher, you can get it on YouTube, like higher vibrational meditation music. And also when you meditate, say, I wish to connect with my star family, Christed beings of light from whatever planet I come from. And as you do that, you're actually being very specific. You want to be very specific. You don't want to be too general, but you do want to be
Okay.
specific because your consciousness, you'll do this through your consciousness, which is telepathy. Your telepathic communications goes way beyond the earth. It's like a transmitter. So you're transmitting your consciousness to the universe, but you're being very specific that a transmitter of your star family will transmit their message back to your consciousness.
Back to
So it's a
me.
two-way
Okay.
it's two-way communications. But it takes time to do that. It's not something everybody does, but you'll do it if you take the time to do it.
It's worth it, definitely. But I will. I will take all of the information that I've gotten just tonight. I appreciate it so much.
And then the other
Well,
thing, the only other suggestion that I have for you too is also, like I was talking to the other guest about, is go outside and ground yourself with earth as well. You know, do when you do your meditations, if at all possible, try to do them outside. Sit on the grass, sit next to a tree, ground yourself with earth, because that's where you're going to get your most energy from to start reactivating yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
I've noticed that just the grounding I've been doing, you know, I make sure that I don't have my shoes on. I put my bare feet on the ground as close as I can get, and I can feel the electric. Like it's stronger some days than others, but and what time of day can be different. But you can definitely feel it. I can feel it.
Sunset and sunrise are the two strongest times of the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
add
much so.
that to my routine for the day. I appreciate you guys' help so much.
You're so welcome.
And
that's what we're here for. You know, we have April and I have no ego. We're here. We came here to help the people of Earth, and that's exactly. You know, we don't feel like celebrities or anything. We're here to do the mission work. We have no egos at all, and we're just here to get you prepared for something very beautiful about contact in the year 2026. And like I said before, nothing can stop this because this is a go. And again, for people that are watching the show here late at night, it's 2 a.m, but I'm still amped up. I have a lot of energy. We're just really in a state of a beautiful ending of the year 2024 coming up. And in 2025, that there are many things that are going to be occurring. And April and I will be able to give you information directly. You'll only find it on April's Live or when we do our Sunday show together. You'll find it. You'll be learning from us both, but we are going to be the center point of information out of all the social media applications. It's going to be happening here when April does her show, her program, and we're on Sunday nights. We'll be sharing updates with you from off planet, from the Ashtar Command, everybody, because it's really our goal to help everybody, and I think we're doing a great job doing it. Your questions are great.
Well,
and I appreciate you.
April, what did you mean by the angel comment?
The angelic, you are an angelic being, so there are different types of space beings, and you are like a higher vibrational type of space being. You are part of my kind, which is the angelic.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is gonna make great dreams like a dream. So, but it makes great thoughts. So
yeah.
I can't wait. So the next live will be on Sundays. Sunday
no,
night, you said?
no, I'm sorry. Saturday nights is when we do our live. Now, next Saturday, we're going to be on the Long Island Sound in Madison, Connecticut, and we're going to have our Ashtar Command gathering there, and we're going to be doing our cosmic prayer and inviting our space brothers and sisters to appear over the Long Island Sound. Now, what they do when the ships come, our goal is to educate people, and we're going to be
Right.
broadcasting live around 8:30 p.m. next Friday night. This is a beautiful beach in Connecticut, and we have
Okay.
I'm friends with the person that runs the whole park and rec department there, and we're like a couple feet away from the water at the beach, and there'll be benches there that we can sit on. I'll have my camera set up. We'll be at full power, and we're going to be there from 8:30 Eastern to 11. We're going to broadcast it live. So if we do see any spaceships show themselves of the commander, our galactic family, we'll be videotaping it right on the beach.
That will be great.
Yeah, we're going to be live.
Well, I will be at the show. I will be on your lives, and I will join you anywhere I can.
All right, Julie. Well, you're always welcome here, and you're a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you as well. Thank you guys. Have a great night, and thank you to everybody in the comments for your help too.
There you go. There you go. All right, we're going to let Julie down, and also if you have any final questions here, I know it's getting late. We'll take one or two more questions from the audience. This is Ashtar Command Night. Next Saturday night is Ashtar Command Night, but we're going to be broadcasting live from the beach, and that's going to be a beautiful thing. And down the road, people can ask me, when's April going to come down to Connecticut? We'll do that down the road when things are really stable on the traveling side of it. We will do it, even if it's like next spring or whatever. But now's the time that we're just bringing everything together. Thank goodness we have this mode of communications, and we're just glad that first time ever I dreamt I went underwater and was releasing animals from cages. Let's bring that person up. Okay, Penny, we're going to bring you up. That's an interesting comment. This is Ashtar Command Night. First time ever. I dreamt last night I went underwater. So, Penny, come on up. Penny Jocelyn. Just press the request button on the multi-guest option. Penny, we'd love to have you up here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm going to bring Sharon up, and we'll bring Penny up when she's ready to come up if she wishes to join us. Sharon, if you press the multi-guest option, you can come up live with your question. There you go.
Hi, Commander.
Okay.
How are you?
Hey, Sharon. Good. How are you doing, Sharon?
I'm good. I sound like I've got a little raspy voice, but I'm tired.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay. As long as you can understand me.
Oh, yeah, we can understand you. April, I can hear you. So go ahead. What's your question or comment?
Oh, I'm just wondering, it's a personal question, but I felt like I needed to ask the command about a group of space beings called the Guardians of Light, and I didn't know if you could, if you had any information on that.
I'll hand that over to April. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet what the answer is. I'm thinking, but I'm going to hand it over to April on the command on the ship.
Thank you. Hi, April.
Hi. So what? So why are you asking about the Guardians?
I had a very energetic spiritual experience. I've been kind of isolating out in the woods in a beautiful place not too far from my home, and a place where I literally heard the boulders at the bottom of the river. As I tapped into it, it felt like voices talking, and I think I can speak on this safely. Like energetically, I felt a very specific call, and Guardians of Light was in that. It was kind of called to me 3 times, and I didn't know if you knew anything about that. I felt like there were sentinels around this property. I felt like there were very specific energetic beings on this property. I stayed out there for about 2 months. I bathed in the water every day, this beautiful river, very isolated, very on my own, a lot of meditation.
So you were really, really connecting in with
Yeah, I was very,
the
very
mother.
tapped in, and I was very called to this area. The events that led me there were divinely appointed. And I've kind of just been, meditating on that for a while. And as I've gone back there, I've felt like there is a very specific reason I am there. Yeah, so I don't know.
So the guardians are a very, very high vibrational species, and they protect our planet specifically. They are posted all over the planet and in our planet, protecting our planet. They are like the Mother Earth guardians.
Mm-hmm.
And they are very, very high vibrational beings. So the fact that you were able to tap into them is pretty amazing to me.
I felt very connected there. There was, like I said, I spent a number of days out there. And
some were actually like posted at or stationed at, that might have been at the area that you were in. You might have stumbled across one of their places where they like reside.
Say that again. One of their places, what?
Where they reside.
Oh,
where they
yes.
stay, where they live, where they put their energy into.
Yes.
They protect our Mother Earth. They are Mother Earth's protectors.
Yes.
So they are all over. They are like in the atmosphere, in the earth, in the trees. They are basically everywhere around the planet. And you might have stumbled across one of the places where they are at.
I definitely believe that. There's a tree across the river from where I didn't necessarily hear voices. I just felt telepathically connected to this place. And anyway, I looked across the river and there's this beautiful tree and like a skag. It was like just a dead, straight, very beautiful old stump of a tree, and it's tall. It's probably 40 feet tall, and it was out across the river. And I have a picture of it. It's this beautiful sentinel. It's a guardian. It's this, and I felt so protected. I felt cloaked in that area. I felt like almost like cloaked. This place is protected, and I felt very called there.
So when these beings are like when they are connected with like say a starseed or a human form, but you're a starseed for sure, but when that being connected in with you, that's why you felt the need to stay there, because you felt so warm and protected being there. That's because they naturally protect the planet. So you being there, you naturally felt protected and loved immediately, and you were drawn in by their energy. And you were very, very lucky to have been able to experience that. I'm a little bit jealous because I've been in their presence, and I've gotten just a little small taste of the love and energy these beings put off. I can't imagine spending 2 months in that.
Well, when I first got there that very first night, and then I went home for a few days, and I came back. And, I've kind of been back and forth, and but that first day, I heard that call. I heard Gaia's call, and especially with those murmuring voices as I sat in just the quiet of it and really tapped into that sound of the river, that it's like boulders moving underneath the surface of the water. It was a really interesting sound. And it felt like voices. And then I hadn't quite heard it that way for a few weeks. A few weeks later, I come back, and in the process of that few weeks, I got to know some people, and I brought, I didn't bring them, but we co-created a space where some friends got together, and there was healing happening, our physical, soul, spiritual, energetic healing, just the interaction of the humans. Correct. And I went for a walk and went out to that sacred place again. And I felt this specific download, and I was kind of like, why haven't I heard those voices again? What's going on? I'm just kind of trying to think, what was that? What was that? And I felt very distinct impression. Yes, but what do you hear? And what I heard was around the campfire, hundreds of yards away across the campground, a guitar, because my friends, there was 3 or 4 guitars out and only maybe 8 people there, but I felt like I was instrumental in bringing these humans together to this sacred space. And and this voice said, even though you don't hear these boulders again, what you do hear are these humans singing in a chorus, in a chord, and raising vibration of the humans and raising the vibration of the collective. And I felt very specifically like, this is why you are here, Sharon, because you are raising the collective. And it just felt so profound and powerful. But that first day, I felt this call, Guardians of Light, Guardian, like this. It was a deep male voice, very specific, very 3 times it called to me. And I was like, what? Where am I? What is this? Yeah. And I was asked energetically to, because I collect rocks everywhere I go. I collect the rocks. Rocks are just so magical to me. And energetically, right before I heard that voice was, leave it all, because I had a couple rocks in my pocket. Leave it all. Leave it. It doesn't matter. Leave it all. And so, kind of energetically stripping me down to what is important, not these temporal things that you have in your hand. And so I did. I literally dropped it on the ground, and I had my shoes off, and I had my feet in the water, and it was just. None of these temporal things matter.
No. So the lesson you learned is that you were tapped into everything on Mother Earth. You were tapped into her energy. You were tapped into the energy of the universe. None of that stuff matters. You just learned one of the biggest lessons of being a starseed.
It did, because as soon as I was like, I understood and I learned that, I said, okay, I'll drop it. Not even 5 minutes later is when I heard the call.
When you heard them speak to you, didn't it sound like they were singing to you instead of talking to you?
Yeah. Yes. It felt. I heard the energy. Yes, but that voice was definitely. It was a deep male voice. But other than that, yes, it was a song. And then weeks later, I was out there just sunbathing on these rocks in that sacred spot for me, and I had 3 different smells of some kind of a flower, some beautiful fragrance came to me over the period of about an hour, and it felt very maternal. And I'm not necessarily somebody who smells, a Claire, whatever that is, with the olfactory smells. And I'm looking around, like I opened my eyes, I'm looking around at all the little wildflowers and plants, and I'm like, there is nothing that I don't even recognize what this floral smell is. And then 20 minutes later, there was another one, and like almost a female maternal energy in my space. And I was like, who are you? Who's here? Like I just felt the presence of
that was your fairy protector. That was your fairy protector. She was letting herself be known to you.
It was beautiful. Like it was like, okay, message received. I don't know what the message is, but it's just confirmation that you exist, that I know that you exist, that we're all tapped in. It was gorgeous.
That's amazing. I love that story. Thank you for sharing it.
Oh, thank you for resonating with me. Yes, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad you're here. And I did want to say too, like I said, I haven't been on TikTok a lot, just, for other reasons. But to come back and to see your numbers so high, Commander, I'm so excited. You're reaching people, and there's new people every time I see you, every time I'm up here. I'm so excited that the message is being received more and more and more throughout the collective.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliments, and I take that in a humble way, and I thank you very much.
No, of course. You received it from my heart. I love you guys so much. Have a great night.
You too.
Yeah, Sharon, take care. Well, I think it is getting late on the East Coast here. Both of us, I know that April is up near the Canadian border. I'm in Connecticut, and we're on the East Coast time zone. It's now 2:16 in the morning. Just so I don't wake up my other half of my life, I have a feeling I'm going to sleep in the living room tonight to just, I'm going to do that, because I do have a consciousness about that. When it's this late, 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe not too bad. 2 in the morning, I could sneak in there and try to get under the covers, but I think I'm going to be much better off sleeping on the chair here, and I don't mind doing that. So, but I want to thank you all for being here. I want to certainly thank April. Thank goodness we're able to get her on here tonight on her alternate account, and she'll win the appeal on her original account. I have no doubt about that. And please join us on TikTok tomorrow night for the regular Encounters show. And next Sunday we'll be live on the beach. Now, if it's raining out, we won't be live anywhere. But I'm praying that the universe will provide us with clear weather so that our space family can bring 1 or 2 ships over the Long Island Sound, and we can videotape stuff and show you some really good videos of our spaceships. So I'm hoping we'll be able to do that. April, I want to thank you. I want to let you have any final comments. And also, our parents on the ship, if they have any comments they want to relay before this live ends, they can also make comments too. So I'm going to pass it over to April, for April and our space family. If they have any comments for us, we'll let them speak.
He said, your dad said he loves you. And they're saying keep your vibrations high. We're watching. Sorry, they're a little distant right now. Oh, hang on. Oh, your dad said your mom sends her love.
Luna, I send my love to my mother on the ship. I thank you for that. And like I said, I look forward to when I'm on the ship sitting down with my family and having dinner, or having food together and communing together. And I'm glad I'm on Earth here. I'm glad I chose to come here as a kid. And I'm glad I am where I'm at now to help the planet and get everyone prepared for contact. And I'm glad I know April, and I've known April since before we came to Earth as good friends in the galactic part of life. And I'm just glad that we all came together here through the TikTok and this Earth-based communications. And I'm very thankful. So thank you. And Luna, I also want my sisters to know that I look forward to seeing them. And I'm really looking forward also to see my brother. I look forward to seeing him. And I send my love to my sisters and my brother too.
Oh, they said to the audience, they said, no fear, all love. That was their final comment.
All right. And I thank them. Yeah. And April, I'm going to let you have a final comment, sister. And we look forward to you getting back to normal live. And I also understand that April, when she does her live, sometimes when I'm before 11 o'clock, I will pop in and hang out because I like to hang out and just enjoy the energy and show my support for what April does. I always do. So I want everyone to I want to give April the other end of it now, and then we're going to call it a night, everybody.
All right, everybody. I just want to tell everybody thank you so much for having me on tonight. And thank you guys all for tuning into the Commander Show. Thank you. And I love all of you. You guys just, work on keeping your vibrations high because that's what they want. And, contact is going to be happening soon. I'm so excited. And I hope all of you are excited too.
Yeah, definitely. Be focused. Don't let any negative, you're living on a planet Earth. There are times when things will happen. Someone might cut you off on a highway. We're human. When, like April was saying, we're not perfect as human beings. We do have emotional reactions to things, but we also are, thank you, Tara. We're also very beautiful beings, really, in truth. And the command loves you. I love you. April loves you. We want you to know that love is the highest form that we can be. And if we all be love, I guarantee you when we have contact, you're going to be going into a planetary system that will be transformed from where it is now gradually into what people knew the word, the new earth. The new earth is coming your way. And it'll be a beautiful time for everyone. So I want to thank you. I'm CmdrAleon. April has been with me tonight. We'll be live next Saturday. And April, just so you know, you can always come on other than Saturday nights whenever you wish to. If you have something important, we'll just bring it right up.
Okay.
Just so you know. So
I know.
you're not relegated to one.
I'll do drive-bys on you. Don't worry.
I know. When your ship lands on top of my roof, I'll make sure it's flat.
Oh no, I told you I'm coming into the bathroom.
Yeah, I will not be there. I'll be in the living room. All right. Well, I want to thank everybody. Really, I'm really going to go to sleep, I think, off planet and visit my parents. I probably won't remember it, but I will make that meditation focus tonight. So everybody, good night, April. Have a beautiful morning.
Love you, brother.
Everybody else, you too. And I'm going to go night, as they say. But this
Night
show
all.
will be on TikToks. I mean, we'll be on YouTube by tomorrow. So I'll have it downloaded. Everybody, take care.
Bye.